Get it on. Good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. And you notice by now, or at least you should. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you as well. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. The name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. This is my girl, Misty. Misty's my 2023 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide. And both of us are excited to be back here in Cessna, Florida at Gator Ford. They are hosting practice session number 81, which is today, and 82, which is tomorrow. And so first I want to welcome you guys to practice session number 81. And let me tell you something, guys. This is going to be my third practice session here, my second time coming here. I came here back in April, and I got to tell you, above and beyond are not even the words to describe how this dealership treats me when I come here. So big shout out to Mike Accord. Mike is he's in charge. He's the GM, right? And the red carpet, it pretty much has been rolled out as far as it could be rolled out. So I definitely want to give them a shout out. I mean, he's done things for me this time around that I'm not even going to get into it, man. But it's just above and beyond, and I'm just so appreciative. But anyway, guys, we're all set up out here. The weather looks good. If you were affected by the hurricane that came through, which wasn't as bad as people thought it might be, the storm surge is what caused, I think, the most damage. As a matter of fact, it rained here yesterday when I was trying to set up out here, and it rained harder out here yesterday than it did during the hurricane. And people that live here actually told me that. So I just hope everybody came out of that okay. I know there was some flood damage, but I didn't hear anything about loss of life, and that's always the priority. But I finally got everything set up out here, guys. We're doing 1 through 9 today. A bonus, follow the leader, and the slow race, right? So that's what we have planned for today. Most of the people that are going to be participating today actually work at Gator Ford, and that's another great thing. The dealership actually covered the guys working here because they take motorcycle riding very seriously. They ride motorcycles all of the time. Lunch breaks, on duty, off duty, you name it, they ride. So the man in charge, Mike, he wants to make sure that everybody's safe. And he also sponsored 2 spots for Preloader Nation, meaning the dealership paid for 2 spots for today, 2 spots for tomorrow. So that's just awesome. So funny story, guys. We come out here, and the main purpose that we come out here, or wherever you practice, or why ever you practice, but the main reason is you want to be safer, you want to raise your confidence, and that's the key, because once you raise your confidence, a confident rider is a safer rider, as simple as that. And the reason for that is we don't want to be tentative when we get out there in the real world to make simple maneuvers on the motorcycle, because that's when when we doubt ourselves and our confidence is low, that's when bad things can happen, right? It increases the odds of bad things happening. So I felt that today because this is the first time I'm really bringing Misty out here to practice on the course fully set up, and so I took her in, of course, I took her into the top of the Snowman. That's an 18-foot circle, and I felt myself being a little tentative, and it's primarily because you guys know with these fixed fairings, you can't see where the front wheel is. So I put the camera on myself just to see, and sure enough, I'm ripping myself off at the top of that circle. You got to take yourself all the way up to the top of that. So anyway, I'm going to get acclimated to her. Keep in mind, guys, the top of that Snowman is not necessary. It's extreme. Making 18-foot or less U-turns is not necessary. That's not what this course is about. That's not what this channel is about. It's just about making you confident. Now, that's there for people that want to push themselves. But if you're comfortable at 22 feet, 25 feet, that's perfectly fine, guys. Perfectly fine. All right, guys. Listen, when the V.I.Preloaders and preloaders get here, we're going to talk to them, find out who they are, where they're from, what they're riding, how long they've been riding. More important to me, how long they've been practicing slow speed riding, and what they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed maneuvers. Again, that number's for them. and them only. And at the end of the day, we'll ask them again, see if the number changed. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it stays the same. All right, guys? All right, let's do it. What's your name?
Michael Accord.
Mike, where you from?
Tampa.
So, Mike, the last time we were here, last time I was here for a practice session, what was your position here?
I was general sales manager.
And what's your position now?
I'm the general manager now.
All right, so you're the GM. You are running the show.
They say so. You know.
So before I ask you any other questions, guys, I already said this in the intro, but this is the guy I'm talking about. This is Mike Accord. He's the GM at Gator Ford. And every time I come here, I mean, I feel like they're going to run out of red carpet. They roll out so much of it. Just above and beyond, I want to thank you again for everything that you do.
Man. Thank you.
Not just for me, but for the people that work for you and for Preloader Nation too. Just huge thank you. You're not participating today?
No, not today.
Okay. But he actually gave his spot to somebody that really, in my opinion, is going to benefit from it. So everything happens for a reason. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
12 years, 13 years.
Okay, and I wish you had your Road Glide out here today because it's a beautiful bike. I know you threw a 135 into it.
Yeah, we did do 135.
Building all kind of bikes. And what's your Instagram? Fat and Furious?
Fat and Furious one.
Yeah. Check out his Instagram. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, yeah. Because you do he puts his bikes on there, sometimes riding home at night. I can always tell you're riding home, you do a video.
Oh, yeah.
You know. But I was looking forward to him coming out here and practicing. So was he.
Yeah, definitely.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
What has it been, 5 months now? 4 months?
Okay.
4 months?
Good. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed.
Last time I was a 2.
Okay.
And when I was done, I was up to a 3.5, 4.
Mm-hmm. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, well, I know this is difficult since you've never done it, but what would you give yourself?
Definitely 1.
Okay.
I think I'm a 5 now. I mean, we spent some time over the last couple months practicing.
Good.
You know, business has been busy, so,
yeah.
you know, lose a little bit of time, but I try to at night, so. And then next time you guys are back in a month or so, or I'll be in another course.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. You're going to be busy.
Man, I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank you
you.
very much.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Daniel Perez.
Where you from, Dan?
I'm originally from New York City.
New York.
Yes, sir, but now I live here in Orlando, Florida.
Beautiful. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Over 20 years, 25 years.
What are you riding today?
Today I'm riding my 2015 Street Glide.
Beautiful bike. I mean, just beautiful bike. Custom Dynamics lights on the fork, just beautiful. Sounds good, all of that stuff. Fat front tire. So we had a fat front tire here before. That's Ruben from California on his Ultra. This is a Street Glide.
Street Glide Special, yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
How long you been practicing slow speed riding?
I ran into your videos probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
So every little bit of chance I get, I'm practicing. If there's traffic, I'm practicing.
Beautiful.
Anytime, parking lots, I'm practicing.
Festivities. You said you made a U-turn?
Festivities, yes.
And he said everybody was amazed.
I got a nice shout out on a festivity because I couldn't back up because there was a little hill. So I made a pretty nice U-turn.
That's what I'm talking about.
It was definitely recognized.
Exactly. Guys, I tell you all the time, just making a simple U-turn will get more attention than somebody doing a wheelie. But this is the mentality we're trying to reverse because that shouldn't be such a big deal, but it is.
Absolutely.
If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Well, in front of Robert, I got to give myself, I'm going to go with a 7.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to get feedback from Robert if I am a 7 or better.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Same here, sir.
All right, man. You're getting to be a regular, man. What's your name?
Yep, Warren Patton,
Warren, where you from?
Melbourne, Florida.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Over 13 and a half years.
What are you riding today?
A 18 Road King Police Edition.
Yes. Now, this is not the first time Warren has participated. It's not the second, not the third. But this is the first time I'm seeing you on this motorcycle.
Correct.
All right, so you guys are in for a treat.
Oh.
How long? No pressure. How long have you been practicing slow speed?
Now, over a year.
Okay, good.
Year and a couple months.
If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, don't sandbag. What would you give yourself?
I'm going to say a 6.5.
Okay, you're sandbagging. Good to see you again, man. 6.5 my ass. What's your name?
Dorian.
Where you from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What brings you out here?
Oh, well, I live here in Florida.
Oh,
now.
okay,
Yeah,
cool. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Riding a motorcycle,
Yeah.
just under about 4 months.
Okay. What are you riding today?
2017 Road King.
Ah. How long have you been slow speed practicing?
Before I got the bike. So
Okay.
my buddy Braden, he did the course with you last
Okay.
time he came over here, and he's just been coaching and coaching, preaching.
Beautiful.
Go ahead, slow speed, slow speed. We have a lot of parking lots and everything near our house, so
Okay.
we just go there and just keep it in the throttle zone.
Beautiful. Each one, teach one, guys. That's what I'm talking about. This is how we spread this, like a good virus. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
Probably about a 3 or a 4.
All right. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. Pleasure meeting you.
What's your name?
My name is Leon.
Leon?
Leon.
Your name?
Tawana.
Tawana. You guys brother and sister? What's going on?
This is my wife.
All right.
This is my wife, Tawana.
All right. Pleasure to meet you both. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I've been riding a motorcycle now for 18 months.
You?
8 months.
8 months. What are you riding today?
I'm riding a 2016 Ultra Limited.
Okay. And how about you? What are you riding today?
A 2020 Heritage.
Okay. How long you been practicing slow speed riding?
18 months.
Good. How about you, dear?
Just maybe a couple of, maybe 1 or 2 months.
Okay, 1 or 2 months. Where you guys from?
We're from right here at Riverview, Tampa.
Beautiful. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
A solid 3.
3. You?
0.5.
0.5. Okay. And that's what we're here to work on.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you both.
Hey, glad to meet you too as well.
All right. Woo! Firm handshake. What's your name?
Casey,
Casey, where you from?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh, beautiful. Local. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Going on 2 years now.
What are you riding today?
2010 Ultra Limited. So,
Dad's bike?
Yeah, it was my dad's bike.
All right. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
After your class, a lot more.
Good, good, good. But how long? Altogether.
Altogether,
Yeah.
I don't know, probably, 7, 8 months, something like
So
that.
you were in a practice session before here.
Yes.
You remember the number?
The last one that was here.
Oh,
was
okay.
Saturdays. I'm sorry. I don't
No,
remember.
no problem. I don't remember it either.
Yeah.
If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Last time I believe I gave myself a 2. I think I'm probably like 3.5 now.
Good to see you again, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
What's your name?
Donald Williams,
Where you from?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa. Okay, so you're close.
Right.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Since I was about 13 years old.
Okay. What are you riding today?
Road Glide, 23 Road Glide.
Beautiful. More important to me, how long have you been slow speed practicing?
For about, say, 2 years now.
Okay, good. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what do you give yourself?
I would say 5, 6.
5, 6.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right. What's your name?
Ray.
Ray, where you from?
I'm from Talbotton, Georgia.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Off and on, about 10 years.
What are you riding today?
2021 Road King.
Yeah, it's significant. Do you remember the practice session number that you were in?
I want to say 72.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that number is accurate, but check out what he was riding before and you'll see significant difference. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Yeah, every time we get one of these bikes in, I take it around here and go through the cones. Well, pretend like I'm going through the cones.
Yeah.
Try to get a good idea because I know you're just coming back.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mess up this time.
Awesome. He didn't mess up. See what I mean? He didn't mess up last time, so I could tell he tinkers with the slow speed stuff just from what I saw last time. But okay, no pressure. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
6 or 7.
Good to see you again, brother.
Same to you, man.
All right, guys. We met the V.I.Preloaders. We're gonna talk to them, and then we're gonna get started. Let's do it. All right. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Welcome to practice session number
81.
All right. He's going to be the guy today, valedictorian.
I will be.
Listen, we all learn different. I tell people all the time, there's sometimes when I do a practice session, I'm going to be asking you guys questions all day. Some people know everything because that's how they learn. Other people may not remember what step number 4 is, but they'll do it, right? So, all right. We're here to have fun today, guys, and learn. Fun and learn. Now, of course, this is more fun for somebody like Warren. He bought a police bike now, because Warren's ready to get out there and tear it up. So at a point, this becomes fun because it's a challenge. Anybody can ride straight and make slight turns, right? Tell me your name again?
Casey.
So Casey, last time Casey was here, he had apes on his bike. He got rid of those apes because, again, when you really learn how to ride a motorcycle, then you don't just turn slightly. You turn the motorcycle, and that's when you realize, shit, I can't reach my clutch comfortably. I got to change these bars. So it's going to open your mind and change your lens to motorcycle riding as a whole. So, but there's no pressure out here. It's so important that I tell you guys that. Zero pressure. You hear what I'm saying, right? I don't use words just to use them. Everything I do and I say, there's a purpose. There is no pressure out here. So what I mean by that is, if you don't feel comfortable doing something, you don't have to do it. With that being said, I need you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit, because people that are not comfortable riding at slow speed, everything's going to be uncomfortable at first. But just try to do as I'm telling you to do. And I say try because it's important that you guys know this is not meant for you to get it today. The purpose of today's session is to get you to get some knowledge, but also the main knowledge is to figure out what you need work with and then work on that. Because if you practice here today and then don't do anything for a month, it's pointless. If you watch all of my videos, which I appreciate, but you don't practice, it's not really going to do anything, right? You have to practice this. And I'm guaranteeing you, the more you practice, confidence is the killer of fear, right? And fear is caused by lack of confidence. So, right? That's all this is, right? It's all it is. First things first, let's talk about the penalties. Push-up penalties. Push-ups are voluntary, and I don't care what the push-ups look like. It's not about the push-ups, it's about what they represent. We have to break bad habits out here and form new ones, right? As far as technique. So, the front brake. If you squeeze that front brake during a slow speed maneuver, 10 push-ups, right? Does everybody understand why we don't use the front brake at slow speeds? Right? It's too much stopping power. We don't need that much stopping power. Plus, most of the times, we're in the friction zone. And sometimes we're in the friction zone, but we're applying the rear brake at the same time. Try to do the friction zone and apply the front brake at the same time. Like the way the motorcycle is designed, it's kind of showing you that's not the way you ride the motorcycle, okay? Boom. Second, feet. If you put your foot down in lieu of the bike falling, I want to make this a 50 push-up penalty, because this is how we get hurt badly, putting our feet down with a heavy motorcycle. Your foot is not necessary. What keeps the motorcycle up at slow speeds?
Power to the rear wheel.
You asking me or you telling me? I hear upward inflection at the end. That's a question.
I'm telling you.
That's right. She's exactly right. Power to the rear wheel. Sufficient power to the rear wheel. So, this is the funny thing. Does anybody disagree with that answer? The funny thing about this is most people know that. But when it's time to apply it, no. That's why we have to practice, because the only way we're going to make this a muscle memory is we have to do it over and over, right? Okay, so if we understand power to the rear wheel is what keeps it up. Today, guys, all day today, when you stop your motorcycle, and I watch all of you guys pull up, and some of you guys, because you've been riding for been riding for a while, you're pretty good on the motorcycle. I'm not pointing at anybody. But because you're like that, you're stopping with the front brake with both feet out. And that's fine. However, once you get here and you do it, it's going to cost you 10 push-ups. Well, actually, it's going to cost you 20 because you're using the front brake and you're putting out 2 feet, right? Once you bring the bike to a stop, if you want to put down the second foot, that's fine. But stopping the motorcycle, rear brake only. And your goal today is to stop with your foot coming down like this. Wrong foot. Coming down like this. Bing! Or in stride. That's your goal. We want to do everything smooth and controlled on the motorcycle at slow speeds. Because when you start doing stuff herky-jerky at slow speeds, everything's exaggerated. And most people don't like the way it feels already going slow. So you start adding, it's like you being on a tightrope and me coming behind you and going like this to the rope, right? So I do understand that when you're nervous or you're learning, it's very difficult to be smooth and graceful. But I'm here to let you know that that's all you need to do while you're riding slow. So the reason the jerkiness comes in is slow turning. People start doing like this, braking. And the biggest issue with braking is people don't understand that there's a gray area. People brake, no brake, nothing in between. So what people do is from speed, front brake, feet out. And as soon as they feel like the bike's gonna fall, that means stop. And that's incorrect. That's why you see stops like this. Or, right? That's not in control. And this is why people hate stopping their motorcycle. They love when it goes so they can get the wind in their face. But when it's time to slow down, oh crap. And I want you to think about how ridiculous that is, right? That shouldn't be a uh-oh moment. So, if I'm bringing my motorcycle to a stop, sometimes I can pull a clutch in, come to a smooth stop. Bing! Never go back into the friction zone. But sometimes when you're coming to a stop and you're going slow, your handlebars are going to start going like this. That's when people panic and grab the front brake. We're also not stopping with the wheels turned today. We don't stop with the handlebars turned. So if I'm coming to that kind of stop and I'm not ready to stop, how do I handle that?
Release the clutch. And of course, give it a little.
Keeping it loaded? Okay.
Yeah, keep it loaded.
And what else are you doing because we're trying to stop? Rear brake. Right? Rear brake.
Yeah.
So it's important that you guys also know that your rear brake and the power to your rear wheel work together in harmony. That's what keeps it. Like if you ever see me doing anything very slowly, I have power going to the rear wheel and I'm dragging the rear brake. Like there's no reason for your foot to be doing this on the rear brake because your bike's going to be doing this. Again, we want to be like ballet dancers out here, smooth. Speaking of ballet dancers, take all your egos, leave them in the grass. We're not going to need them, right? This is a judgment-free zone. Nobody's going to judge you here, right? We're here to learn. We're here to help each other. Each one teach one. So if you know something, share it with me as well, okay? That's where the questions come in. So, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake at the same time. And as I'm bringing that bike to a stop, again, I'm in control. When I feel like I'm ready to put this foot down, that's when it comes off the footboard. If I see you guys putting your feet down early, if I see you put your foot down to stop and then put it down again, that's 10 push-ups because you're doing that in lieu of the bike falling. If you do this, 10, 20, 30, right? I just want to make sure we understand.
We're going to be thick when we leave here.
Because I just want to get into your mind, putting your feet down is not the answer. We have to get that in our heads. And a lot of the times with braking, the reason why you see people doing this, it's just they're out of coordination, right? They're putting their foot down, but they're not giving enough pressure to the rear brake. So remember, braking is progressive. Brake, 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 brake. If you see somebody braking and all of a sudden the bike goes like this, that's because they felt falling, time to stop. Falling doesn't equal time to stop. So I'm going to show you guys something. Friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. That's how you want to stop. That's how your foot should come down. And what I'm doing there is, as I'm pulling up, I'm in the friction zone. Very little in the friction zone. We don't need a lot of speed. We don't need a lot of power. Very little. And that's what we're dealing with the friction zone. Being the boss of your motorcycle is knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it based on what you feel, what you hear, but feel is a big part of it. Anytime I feel like it's going to fall, as soon as I feel it, I address it. If you address that as soon as you feel it, because you're already in the friction zone, it's a small movement. If you wait, it's a bigger movement. Doesn't mean you have to panic, but even if you panic and pop it, it's not a big deal. That's why we're always covering the rear brake. The rear brake is going to help us correct and give us control. That's what the rear brake does. But don't give too much of it, right? And I'll let you know if you're giving too much because again, a lot of times when you're in the middle of something, I could be yelling, you ain't hearing it. But that's the benefit you guys have that this is being recorded. So when you go home and you can relax, you can watch it, okay? So as I'm pulling up, I feel like I want to stop right now, but I can feel that the bike is out of balance. So all I do is open up the clutch a little bit, but rear brake. And once it's where I want it, now I can put my foot down. I'm still in the friction zone. I pull my clutch in when I actually put my foot down. I'm staying in the friction zone all the way to the stop. That's what makes that stop smooth. Now I don't always have to do that. Based on what I feel is going to determine when I'm going to do that. Questions about any of that? Outstanding. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today, the high cones, short starts and stops. What I just talked to you about, that's all we're doing. You're going to start at a cone, you're going to start, and you're going to stop. And you're going to do this controlled. So I'm not exaggerating at all, guys, when I tell you. Anybody watch my video I just did with Everyday Faye?
Yeah.
Private lesson?
Yeah.
She came out there, like most people that come out with private lessons, and they're telling me I just need work with my U-turns, that's it. But every time I do a private lesson, I start with that, because that's the bread and butter. But you don't know what you don't know. And sure enough, she barely needed help with the U-turns. The short starts and stops, we were there an hour and a half, right? Because if you're not comfortable starting smoothly and stopping smoothly, then everything else is going to be more difficult, because you have to deal with the friction zone there. You have to be comfortable with the friction zone. And the purpose of that exercise, that's why I don't give you a lot of space. I also don't want your front wheels to pass the cone that you're going to. So this is about being situationally aware as well. We can't ride a motorcycle with our thumbs up our asses. We have to be we have to be paying attention big time, right? It doesn't mean we have to be hyper vigilant, but we gotta be, we gotta be watching our six and checking our mirrors and knowing what's going on around us. And this includes knowing where the front wheel of your motorcycle is. So if you ride a road glide or any motorcycle with a fixed fairing, you have no clue where that front wheel is. I was out here struggling today because, I'm getting used to this motorcycle. But the point is, you need to know where your front wheel is. You need to know where your saddlebags are. So once we start making turns, stuff like that. So the goal of this exercise, it forces you to be comfortable staying in the friction zone, starting and stopping, and not letting the motorcycle take over. That's why I don't give you a lot of space. So what a lot of people will do is, okay, Rob, negative, I don't want that, right? Because you're letting the bike take over. As soon as you start to move your motorcycle, if your handlebars are straight, you're going too fast. I want you to, as soon as you pick up your foot, go like this. I want the handlebars to start turning, and I want you to work that out, right? That's gonna make you better. I need you to feel, and know how to address it, okay? All right, can't believe I almost forgot this. 5 steps today I want you to follow all day before you move your motorcycle. No, starting it doesn't count, it's already running. What's always step number 1?
Cover the rear brake.
First gear.
Yes, make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. And I know she knows it. The funny thing about this whole thing is, whenever I do a practice session and I point at somebody, humming. And it's just not like that out here. It just isn't. Yes, we're going to make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. And yes, even though I got a motorcycle that now, a Harley Davidson, that will show me what gear I'm in, even with the clutch pulled in, and it's this big, I'm still going to do it because it's my muscle memory. Step number 2?
Cover the rear brake.
Yes, and we cover the rear brake because if we need it, like I said, we want to move with grace and fluidity, we're already on it. Covering it doesn't mean you're applying pressure. All right, I want to make that clear. And everybody here is riding a Harley Davidson. Yeah, so we can rest our foot on the rear brake and it's not going to apply it. But if we need it, we can make a quick correction, come off of it. We don't always need it, but if we need it, bam, it's there. I'm never going to tell you not to use it. That's what it's there for. It's 3 C's in Preloader Nation.
Confidence, control, and consistency.
Confidence, control, and consistency. So control is one of them. If the rear brake gives you control, why would I tell you not to use it, right? Just don't overuse it. Okay, step number 3.
Jake.
Step number 3, Jake.
I was checking my blood sugar.
Preloader, keep it low. He said I was checking my blood sugar.
It really was.
Okay. Preload and keep it loaded. Does everybody here is familiar with what preload and keep it loaded is? You familiar with that? Are you familiar with my channel?
I've seen probably 5.
Are you subscribed to my channel?
I think I followed you.
Oh no. Come on, man. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, man. It helps me out. YouTube, yeah, absolutely.
I got you.
Thank you, man. A lot of people some people say, yeah, I watch you on TikTok. I'm like, dude, you're getting like 0.5% of what I'm putting out there, right? Yeah, definitely. YouTube. Preload is bringing your RPMs above idle. That's what preload is. And the good thing is, I listen to a lot of your motorcycles. They sound good. I want you to pay attention to that sound. And the goal is, and keep it loaded means keep it there. So if you raise your RPMs to, let's say, 1800, I want your goal is to try to keep it there. Now, we're not robots, so it's going to fluctuate. But if you're listening for that sound and you concentrate on keeping it there, this is what I mean when I say being the boss. Sometimes it's based on what we hear. If you hear it's going low, address it. Give it some more. Don't be too high. Don't be too low. Be elevated. Because when the throttle's elevated and I hear it, I know I have it if I need it. This is not a BMW. These are not gold wings. Those motorcycles, you can open up the clutch and they will just idle smoothly. You don't even need to be in the friction zone to do these things. Some Harleys can too. Some people raise the idles a little bit. But my Harleys idle like this. I'm not doing no slow speeds with the bike going like this. I like to hear it, know it's there. And then all I need to do is worry about the clutch to give me the power I need, because this is what determines it. So even if your throttle's high, I'm gonna tell you lower it. It's not a big deal because this is what's controlling the power to the rear wheel. So preload and keep it loaded. Step number 4.
Get a friction zone.
Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Slowly. Because if we pop, it's not smooth. Slowly. And step 5. 5. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up your left foot, right? We already talked about we don't need our feet. As soon. So if you start to move, this foot's down, this foot's covering the rear brake, and I see you do this, 10 push-ups. Pick up your damn foot. That's the equivalent of putting it down because you don't want to pick it up. Reluctancy to pick up, I'm adding that to the list. Reluctancy to pick up the foot, 10 push-ups, right? Or if you do this, if you tap the ground, every time you tap it, 10, 20, 30, just pick up your foot because that's going to help you. So remember, even if you start out and you don't open the clutch slowly, if you pop it, but you correct it with the rear brake, you're right back where you need to be, okay? All day today, that's what I want to see you guys doing, is to follow those 5 steps. People run into problems when they don't follow them. Lastly, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel out here. So if there's something that you do that works for you, do it. But if I see you're doing something that could potentially be a problem, I'd be remiss not to bring it up to you. And then it's up to you whether you want to try to change it or not. Nothing's a big deal until it is, right? And that's what motorcycle riding is all about. Most people get on a bike and they just love the wind in their face. Forget about actually learning how to ride it. But we practice for so many different reasons. We practice for muscle memory. We practice to raise our confidence. We practice for options. And that's what Danny was talking to me about. He was at a festival. He went to back up his bike, but it was on a hill, so he couldn't back it up. So he said, all right, screw it, I'll just make a U-turn. He made a U-turn. And he may have been a part of he may as well have been a part of the festival. Everybody was like, whoa. But see, that was an option for him. So some of our options could be life-saving. Some of them are simple as something like that, going to a gas station. But we want to have options so that when our lens are going to look at things differently, and you're going to start looking at other motorcycle riders differently. So I always say this, if you see people duck walking their bike or going around the whole block instead of making a U-turn, don't judge them. Try to help them. I used to say help them, but you know how people are. I'm good, man. I've been riding 50 years. Try to help them, right? And what I find is, just like he did, I do it all the time. I pull up someplace, if I see a group of motorcycles, I make a U-turn, I go really slowly, and I stop like this, and that's a conversation starter. And then we talk. And people say, hey, where'd you learn that? And that's how people come to the channel, and then they spread it. That's the only way we're going to get this out. So people know you don't have to be scared of these. You're going to continually be scared of them if you don't practice on them.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
When you mention of falling,
what did I mention?
Yeah, like when you're falling one leg, you know,
Okay.
you don't want to,
When you feel falling, yeah.
Whenever you're falling. Is there a right way to fall?
Is there a right way to fall?
Yeah, I mean, like,
there is.
By nature, you're going to stick your leg out.
See, I'm glad he said that. That's what we're fighting out here. We're fighting bad habits and instinct. That's an instinctual thing to do. If I push you in your back, I don't have to send you to a training class to tell you to put your hands out. You push an infant in their back, they're going to put their hands out. It's an instinct. On a motorcycle, if you feel falling, your instinct is to put your feet out. But that's the wrong thing to do. What do? Open your hand. Now, if it's a situation where that's not going to work, which is very rare, because even if this bike, we're going to talk about this in exercise number 3, even if this bike is on the ground, you can pick it up with power to the rear wheel. I've seen people do it, right? Because with power, it always wants to stand up and it always wants to go straight. It's a gyroscopic machine. That's what it wants to do. So if the bike is falling, like if anybody drops a bike out here today, I'm always going to ask you what happened. It's a rhetorical question. The answer is always the same. It is not going to fall with power to the rear wheel. How many videos do you see where somebody fall off the bike and it's still going? Still going. Okay. Power. So, but if for whatever reason you panic, you squeeze that clutch in and it falls, keep your feet on the footboard. And once the bike hits the ground, then put your foot out wide. If you're gonna fall off the bike, let go of the bike. Don't hold on to the bike for dear life, because then you pull it beyond the guards, and that's when you damage fairings, right? If you don't do that, the fairing is protected. It's not gonna go past the guard, guaranteeing you that. The only way it's gonna do that is if you hold on to the bike and pull it over, okay? But again, it's instinct. Help me! No, let it go, you're fine, all right? But to avoid falling, all right, that's what we're gonna do. All right, any more questions? Good question. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. So I'm staying in the friction zone all the way until the motorcycle stops. That's what's allowing me to stay true at such a slow speed. Foot up, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Now rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. I don't need my rear brake the whole time, but you can drag it. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, friction zone. Boom. All right, guys, warm-up exercise. Short starts and stops. This is Warren. All right, nice and easy on that rear brake, Warren. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, nice and easy on that rear brake. See, the bike is jerking. All right, give me another one, nice and smooth. Smooth takeoff. All right, one more. There we go. Good, good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Smooth stop, smooth stop. All right, good job. You can park where we started. All right, don't let that front wheel pass the cone. All right, next cone. All right, remember, this is a smooth stop. So we're not really doing a slow ride yet. And right now your foot's going like this on the brake. Nice and smooth. Just drag it. Drag it if you even need it. Good, 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 good. Outstanding, you passed the cone. Good, 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 good. Good job, man. All right, next cone. Good, nice and easy. Good, make sure that front wheel doesn't pass the cone. Very nice. Good, good. See the handlebars? That's what I want to see. Excellent, one more time. Outstanding. What's your name again? Dorian. Dorian, good job, Dorian. I gotta put my damn shades on. All right, remember, don't let the front wheel pass the cone. Next cone. Very nice. See how smooth this foot's coming down? Foot's up right away. Handlebars moving. Very nice. One more. Outstanding, Roy. Outstanding. Throttle control. Beautiful. Nice and smooth. That's what we want. All right, next cone. Head and eye, straight ahead. All right, right there. Started out too fast. That's why your handlebars are straight as an arrow. Nice and easy. Start out a little lower. Give me a little more preload. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good, good. There we go. Good. Nice and easy on that rear brake. One more. Preload. The whole engine shaking. Yeah, you hear that? When I can hear it and see it. Your whole engine is like this. Yeah, Harley Davidson will tell you, listen, I'm about to shut off. Give me some power. All right, one more. Preload. Preload. Keep it there. Good, 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 good. Good job, man. Good job. All right, make sure the front wheel doesn't pass the cone. Nice. Nice, one more. Excellent, Dave, excellent. All right, let's do it. All right, so I see your whole engine shaking. Give me some more preload. Keep it loaded. Good, good. All right, too much speed. Good, good, good. There we go. There we go. Nice, one more. You guys can see he's a throttle blipper, and that's fine. You get the tip of his foot on that brake. Good job, man. All right, you ready? Stop at the next cone. Stop, stop, stop. What's step number 2? There we go. Cover the rear brake. Head and eye, straight ahead. Good, foot up. Good, rear brake, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Smooth stop. That's okay, it's okay. The starts are looking good. Cover that rear brake. Good, foot up. Good, 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 good. Smooth stop. Nice. Let's do that again. Head and eye, straight ahead. Look at my camera. Good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Very nice, very nice. Give me another one. You can rest your foot on the brake, it's okay. You don't have to hover it. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice, give me one more. Oh my God, you're blowing my mind. Good, preload, good, good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. That's what I'm talking about. You see her, man, she's huffing and she's puffing. All those nerves for nothing. All right, let's do it, brother. Nice, a little slower. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good, one more. Outstanding, man. Looking good. All right, Buffalo Soldier. Let's do it. Ready. All right, good. Nice. Nice, you hit the throttle. Not too high, not too low. Working it out with the handlebars. Good job, man. All right. All right, guys. Bread and butter, right? That is not a cliche. I mean that when I say it. This is the foundation to everything else out here as it pertains to being comfortable in the friction zone. All right, we're going to talk to them. Well, I'm going to talk to them. Then we're going to move on to exercise number 1. Stops and starts. All right. That was actually pretty good. That's actually very good. Tell me your name again. Tawana. Tawana looked like I had a gun to her head, boy. She was like, and every time she stopped. And listen, guys, you know, my channel is all about positivity. It's the best environment to learn in. So I'm never gonna make fun of anybody or anything. But I always point stuff out because they're learning moments or epiphany moments. So what I'm referring to is she's not the only person. She might be the only person here, but she's not the only person. And that speaks volumes to what the hell I'm talking about. We're talking about something that if you ride a motorcycle, regardless of what it is, as far as the kind of motorcycle, regardless of how long you've been riding, you have to do it. You have to start, you have to stop. So if you think about it, the guy that's been riding for 50 years, and he's still stopping out of control, he's still at the same level as a brand new motorcycle rider. Because when you take an MSF course, they don't tell you about the rear brake. So everybody's duck walking and using the front brake. So he hasn't evolved, he or she, they haven't evolved at all riding one of these machines. So trust me when I tell you, when you get comfortable doing that, like a couple of guys, I had to tell them, we're not doing the slow ride yet, because they were like, love that. Again, that's the foundation to be able to start and stop slowly and in control. Everything else is going to become easier for you to absorb, because you already know when I was going straight and I felt, because your handlebars are all going like this, with the exception of one person, I told him to slow down and he did. And as soon as he slowed down, and I swear I was expecting to have you go through that twice. But man, worked it out every single time. Didn't stop with the rear brake once. But after that, and the reason why I have you do it more than once is sometimes the balance works out and the stop is nice and smooth. Other times when the balance doesn't work out, I want you to work that out. So unless you're just very lucky, everything worked out great. So I'm super proud of you. Super proud of you. Oh yeah, absolutely. So we do that too in slow speed maneuvers out here. We honk horns to help people out, or that's how we clap our hands. I'm not telling you have to do that, but that's something that people do. Any questions on that? All right, outstanding. Moving on, exercise number 1. Now we're doing stops and starts, but we're doing it, I hate to say from speed. I can't emphasize this enough. This is not emergency braking. It's not this exercise. So let's see, the sun's coming this way, so I need to shoot this way. So I'm gonna put the camera, I'm gonna go down here, I'm gonna put the camera here. You guys are gonna go here, right, somewhere over here, right past this island, Warren, facing this way. You're gonna ride toward me. Go up to second gear. Now this doesn't mean you can be in second gear going 20 miles per hour, right? But the purpose of this exercise is I need you to get accustomed to downshifting, braking, downshifting, front brake. Of course, you're going speed now, you can use the front brake. So you can use the front brake or the front and the rear brake if you want. If it's me, if I'm going 20 miles per hour, I'm only using my front brake. Now, on that motorcycle, that rear brake is so much better now. It's actually significant, where it makes sense. Before, it was like, I'm only going to use it in rear brake. But that's not really true when you're doing emergency braking. Use both brakes. This is not emergency braking. Downshift, front brake, and you're going to stop at me. I'm a stop sign, meaning it's not a surprise. You know you're stopping, so your stop shouldn't be like this, right? It's just like we did over there. The way you stopped over there is the way you're stopping all day today. That's what I want. I want you to come to a smooth stop, and what you're going to do is, right before your stop, you're going to transition off of that front brake to the rear brake. And the reason we do that is, when you actually get all of this under your belt, you can do a lot of stuff slow speed out there in the real world. Use your front brake. I'm not talking about maneuvers, but I'm talking about just stopping and stuff. But the reason why we don't practice like that is, if that's what you do all the time, when the crap hits the fan, that's what you're going to do. And that's when the bike's going to fall. It's too much power, right? Okay. So, remember, when you transition, now some people are trying to avoid push-ups at all costs, so they're using the rear brake going 20 miles per hour towards me. No. Right before you're going to stop, transition. Get off the front brake. And that could be whenever you feel is appropriate. I don't use the rear brake until I'm going between 1 and 10 miles per hour. But you don't even have to worry about the speed. Sometimes I'll transition right before I'm going to put my foot down, because now I got to get into that same thing we were talking about, what you guys were doing over there, right? That's the exercise. Second gear, front brake, downshift, right before you're going to stop, off the front brake, rear brake, smooth stop. Where's the bike I'm looking for? Oh, it was you. It was you. Listen, keep it loaded, guys. Listen to your throttles. It was you too as well. The good thing about a Harley Davidson is it's going to tell you by sound, and you should be able to feel it, but I can see it. Engine is like, Harleys are shaking already, but you can see it's telling you, I'm about to shut off. Give me some power. So keep it loaded, okay? Questions?
You ain't gonna see that again.
Okay, good. That's what I like to hear. Because people that I run into that issue with, remember, we want to deal with all of these things, keeping it loaded, covering the rear, all that stuff while we're going straight. Because once we start making turns and leaning, if you weren't keeping it loaded going straight, you ain't gonna keep it loaded leaning. And that's when we get the shut off fall. All right? All right. All right, guys, stops and starts. Here's the downshift. Nice. Park right here, facing this way. I forgot this guy's name. Ten push-ups. Park right here. He was on the front brake the whole time. All right, this is Dorian, I believe. Got to get these names. Very nice, man. Very nice. Reload, reload. So right there, he went back into the friction zone right at the end, but he popped the clutch. That's why the bike went like this. But I don't care. It's in his mind to do that when he feels, uh-oh. That's awesome. Woo! Smooth as butter. And a nice takeoff and tab performance. As soon as I heard it, I said, let me look back there and see if those are tabs. Yep, I know the sound. Got Dan here. Outstanding. Very nice. Very nice. Nice. There we go. Ten push-ups. Yeah, but you're supposed to transition at the end. Get off of that. Finish it off with the rear brake only.
Okay.
Go do it again.
Finish it off with the rear brake.
Yeah. So, meaning, it could be right before you put your foot down. Get off that front brake, and then you're stopping just like we stopped over there. Okay. All right. Cover the rear brake. Step number 2. There we go. Go ahead. So I want her to do it again because, you know, I just want to understand what we're doing. Downshift, front brake. You were on that front brake the whole time.
I let it go to a man. I had my hand over, but I wasn't grabbing.
Good job. Good job. Off the front. There we go. All right, let's do it. And we got some, it's a nice breeze here. The clouds are helping out a little bit. I hope they stick around all day, really. Outstanding. Outstanding. Hey, you're good. There we go. 5 sides. There we go. There we go. We got to follow those first 5 steps, guys. We got to follow those first 5 steps. All right, we're going to move on to exercise number 2, slow ride. All right, good job. A couple of you guys, you stayed on the front brake the whole time. The stop was still smooth, so like I told you, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. But that's so smooth, man. It's so important. That's how I want you stopping all day today, like that. And if you're coming out of speed, like that. We should never be stopping abruptly unless there's some type of emergency situation, right? Outside of an emergency, the front suspension should never be diving, right? And when you take off, remember guys, we're out here to do slow speed maneuvers. We all comfortable going fast. So when you take off, I want you to take off nice and easy. If you want to breathe, all right, no problem, get a breeze. Any questions on that? Beautiful. All right, exercise number 2, the slow ride, which some of you were already doing. This exercise is important. I should also mention the warm up, what we just did, and 2. You could practice these every time you ride your motorcycle, in traffic even, right? Slow rides, I do this all the time, and a lot of people do this. Instead of rushing to that red light, they just do the slow ride. Stay in the friction zone. Use the rear brake if you need it. And sometimes the light will change. You never have to put a foot down. And I get emails and comments in the comment section and direct messages of people telling me, I felt so good when I did that. And they said they felt silly because they wanted to like give themselves a hand. I said, no, you shouldn't feel silly at all. Anything that you have as a goal and you accomplish it, you should give yourself a hand. And I applaud that. So this exercise is just like we did over there. I'm gonna be walking aside you. You're gonna ride at my walking pace. Don't pass me. How you do that? 3 ways. Open up the clutch. When the bike starts to move, pull it in. Let it coast. Just like you were doing over there, the handlebars. And as soon as you feel like you're gonna fall, open it, close it. You could do that way and never have to touch the rear brake. But we're always covering it just in case we need it. Because if you're on a downslope and you start passing me, a little bit of rear brake will put you right back where you need to be. Or open up the clutch and drag the rear brake the whole time that you're in the friction zone. We're not going to do it a long distance, so you'll be fine. Or 3, a little bit of both. However you want to do it, okay? Listen to keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. It's going to help with your balance. And listen to your throttle. Make sure you're not too low. Make sure you're not too high. Questions? All right, guys, exercise number 2, the slow ride. But have them ride to me at a normal pace, come to a stop. All right, ready? Let's do it. Very nice. Come to a smooth stop. Smooth stop. Outstanding. Same spot. Very nice. All right, ready? Let's do it. So you can see both these guys are well behind me, well slower than my walking pace. Come to a smooth stop. All right, good job, man. So we got 10 people today. That's usually the max that I like to have, but I go over sometimes. Hate to tell people no. All right, that's 10 push-ups. Foot went down twice. All right, you ready? Let's do it. Good. Come to a smooth stop, smooth stop. Good job, man. I forgot to address when he was coming to a stop before and he went back into the friction zone and he popped the clutch a little bit. That was excellent. The fact that he went back into the friction zone. Very nice. All right, let's do it. Good. Come to a smooth stop. Dude, smooth as butter, man. Smooth as butter. I mean, smooth as butter. Foot coming down like bling. Man, you're looking good. You ready? All right, let's do it. Look at this guy. Come to a smooth stop. Woo-wee! Oh, man. It don't matter if the motorcycle just sounds good if you don't look good on it. All right, ready? Let's do it. You're good. That's 10 push-ups. Cover that rear brake. Cover that rear brake. That's 20. Come to a smooth stop. All right. And again, not a big deal. Ready? Let's do it. Slow down. Come to a smooth stop. Good job, man. You want some sleeves? All right. All right. Come to a smooth stop. Good job, man. So when you're back there and you start to move, I see 2 feet come up. What does that tell me?
I wasn't covering the rib.
There you go. All right, you ready? All right, let's do it. Good. Foot up. Good. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded. Good. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Smooth stop. Good job. Oh, would you stop it? She started to go a little fast, but this is going to come with practice. All right, ready? All right, let's do it. Very nice, very nice. Come to a smooth stop. Well, we'll take it. I tell you, if that's the way it's going, that's what you got to do. Good job, man. Good job. Put up. All right, remember, guys, we got to follow these first 5 steps all the time. All right, we're going to talk to them real quickly, and then we're going to talk about trust and believe and find out if they trust and believe. Do you guys trust and believe? All right. First, I want to acknowledge Dorian. Dorian, okay. I forgot to mention it before when we were doing the stops and the starts. He was coming to a stop, and right before the stop, I heard his RPMs go up, and the bike kind of went like that, and then he came to a smooth stop. And I loved that, because at that moment, he said, all right, I need to go back into the friction zone, because I'm ready to stop, but the bike doesn't feel the way I want it to feel. But he kind of popped the clutch, but it wasn't a big deal because he had his foot on the rear brake, so he corrected it. That's what I'm talking about. I love to see the imperfections. I'm not looking for perfection out here. I want you guys to know that, because the imperfections are what helps you learn, right? If we iron it out, that's what I call it. It's a wrinkled t-shirt. The t-shirt's designed to cover the upper part of your body. So if it's wrinkled, it's still doing the job. It just doesn't look good. Practicing is the iron, and you're just going to iron that t-shirt out, right? Yeah, so already some push-ups in the banks, so we're good about that. Any questions on that? Slow ride? All right, we're looking good. We're looking really good. Does everyone here, I got to start asking this question differently because everybody's full of shit. Is there anybody here who does not trust and believe that as long as you provide sufficient power to the rear wheel, you're going to be okay? See what I mean? So all of you trust it and believe it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of doing it.
What's up?
I'm saying I don't.
You don't? Okay, there we go. One honest person. We'll see, because the next exercise is trust and believe. Is everybody here familiar with trust and believe? No. Okay. So this is an exercise that I don't want you practicing anywhere. Practice in a controlled environment. A lot of the times you're already doing it. Like your starts and your stops are just butter smooth. Yours, butter smooth, right? Trust and believe is to reprogram your brain that what you did when we were doing the slow ride and you put your foot down twice. This is what trust and believe is going to help. It's going to help you get over the instinct of putting your foot down by giving power to the rear wheel. And the way we do it is 5 steps. What's always step number 1? That's right. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. 2, we're going to cover the rear brake. Tammy? Tawana, I see her. She's 200 yards away. I say, all right, come on. 2 feet come up. So right from a distance, she's telling me, here's your cover the rear brake. Screw step number 2. Right? Cover the rear brake. We're going to preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Step number 4, now we're not slowly releasing the clutch into the friction zone. I want you to bring the clutch right before the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone. Right before it. So if you have to slowly release it to feel the bike start to move, as soon as you feel it move, pull it in a little. Step number 5, I want you to pick up your left foot with the bike standing still. And as soon as you feel the bike start to fall, open up your hand. Don't pop it. And then come to a smooth stop. So, I've heard a lot of people, it's mostly people not in Preloader Nation, and I only get these dumb comments from TikTok and Instagram, the shorts, because people, they don't know what we're doing here. So they go, well, this is stupid. When am I ever going to have to pick up my foot while the bike's not moving? From a start, you won't. But sometimes while you're riding, you'll have to do that. And in that case, when he put his foot down, that was one of those moments. All this exercise is doing is reprogramming your brain. And the way we learn and retain is you have to tie emotion to it. You have to feel it, right? Your happiest, maddest, gladdest days, you'll always remember those times because it's an emotion attached to it. So the emotion we're dealing with is fear. Right now, your brain connected to fear is this. We have to eliminate that. So, 5 steps. Now I'm gonna do it right in front of you. I'm good. Because I'm going to address it as soon as I feel it. Here's what I don't want you to do. Don't pick up your foot and just open the clutch. You have to feel it, right? Secondly, when you pick up your foot, don't count to 5 Mississippi if it's falling. Because sometimes the balance works out. You'll pick up your foot and you'll just be sitting there. That's fine. But as soon as you start to feel it fall, open up your clutch. It's gonna, I guarantee it or your money back. It's not gonna fall if you give sufficient power. Now, if you wait long, just gotta open up the clutch more. Or maybe even throttle, right? Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. And sometimes people will be sitting there going like this. As soon as you feel like you want to do that, don't. Just do that. Because that's going to cost you push-ups. Okay? 10, 20. Don't do that. Okay? All right. I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to do it the other way so you can see my foot come up. Make sure when you pick up your foot, that bike's not moving a millimeter. If it is, I'm going to call you on it. First gear. Covering the rear brake. Preload. Clutch. Foot. Rear brake, rear brake. I'm addressing it as soon as I feel it. One more time. First gear. Cover the rear brake. Reload. Clutch. Foot. So that time, I let it fall a little bit more. What makes me feel comfortable is when it falls that much, not only am I gonna open the clutch quicker, I'm gonna throttle it too, right? Just makes me feel better. But I'm in control. Upright, rear brake, smooth stop. Questions? All right, you know what you're doing? All right, let's do it. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Good job, man. Right there where we, same spot, same spot. All right, you know what you're doing? Yeah. All right, let's do it. Smooth stop. I forgot to remind you, my bad. So what Warren did is he didn't have his clutch right before the friction zone, so that's why he popped it. All right, good. All right, first gear, yes, covering the rear brake. Preload. Clutch right before the friction zone. All right, when you're ready, pick up that foot. Make sure that bike's not moving an inch. Good. Smooth stop. I keep forgetting to remind them to do the smooth stop. Preload, preload. All right, your throttle's very low. And this is your bike? Okay. And you have tab performance, so I hear it from I know when it's low. It's blah, 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 blah. All right, first gear. Yes, covering the rear brake. Preload that throttle. Preload it. Give me some more. Right there. Right before the friction zone. When you're ready, pick up this foot. Make sure the bike's not moving. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Foot up. Good. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Stop. So right there, that was excellent. But when you started to move, you heard it going click, click. And that happens.
I went down.
Yeah, nah, you didn't wimp out. It happens when people, they're concentrating on so many other things, the throttle, they let go of the throttle. But good job. That's why we want to keep it loaded. All right, you know what you're doing? First gear.
Try to balance.
Cover the rear brake.
Cover the rear brake and then pick up this one and
Preload.
before I go.
Right before the friction zone with this. Preload your throttle. Keep it loaded. Pick up that foot. Make sure this bike's not moving. Come to a smooth stop. Woo! Good job, Dave. See, guys, when you do it and address it right away, it's not a lot going on. So right there, that was one of those instances where you made the turn and your bike said, I'm falling. So you said, okay, time to stop. And that's why you stopped like that. Friction zone, nice and smooth, boom. All right, first gear, covering the rear brake. Preload that throttle, keep it loaded. Slowly release it, no, I'm sorry. Right before the friction zone, when you're ready, pick up that foot. Make sure this bike's not moving and don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Good, open the clutch, good, good. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That was nice. You don't have to pussyfoot this. If you want to pop it out, pop it out. All right, you got this? Let's see what you got. Don't forget to stop. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about, guys. If you address it right away, come to a smooth stop. It's not that involved, although it doesn't look that involved. All right, you got this? Know what you're doing? First gear, okay. Head and eyes straight ahead. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Good job, man. And that's Mike's bike, the owner. What an awesome guy, man. Cover that rear brake. There we go. Pick up that foot. Pick up the foot. Open the clutch. Head and eyes. Look this way. Keep it loaded. Keep the clutch open. Friction zone. Friction zone. Rear brake. Rear brake. All right. Okay, make sure the bike's in first gear, yes? Covering the rear brake. Preload. Keep it loaded. Make sure this is right before the friction zone, so open it up, open it up. All right, pull it in a little. All right. Now I want you to pick up this foot, make sure the bike's not moving. You see it's moving? Use the rear brake to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, pick up that foot. When you feel falling, open up the clutch, don't pop it, and then come to a smooth stop. Pick up your foot. Make sure that clutch is right before the friction zone. Don't pull it in too much. All right, keep it loaded. Listen to that throttle. All right, foot up. Foot up. Open the clutch. There we go. As soon as you feel like you want to fall, just open up the clutch. Foot up. Open the clutch. Come to a smooth stop. Nice. Let's do it again. You're good. I got my hand on the bike, so don't worry about it. But I'm not holding it up. Only if I need it. Don't move. You're moving. You're moving. Use the rear brake to make sure it doesn't move. Keep it loaded. Good. Foot up. Good. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. Smooth stop. Smooth stop. Yeah, so if I saw you were getting ready to make the turn.
Yeah.
If I say smooth stop, it's not an emergency stop. Okay. Nice and easy, straighten out. Good job.
Okay.
She's looking better than I thought she was gonna look, boy, I tell you. But that's nerves. But that's why I wanted her to do this, because she's gonna feel so much better after this. Her confidence is gonna be higher, period. And that's the goal. All right, you know what you're doing here? First gear?
First gear.
Cover the rear brake?
Cover the rear brake.
Is that operating properly?
Yeah.
It is?
It's at 30, it's supposed to be at 40, it's at 39.
Okay, okay.
So I checked it when I came over here.
Okay.
I said, why is it coming on, but it's at 39.
All right. First gear, covering the rear brake. Preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Clutch, bring it, pull it out. As soon as you feel it starting to bite, pull it back in a little. Pull it in a little. Okay, good. Keep it loaded. Right. When you're ready, pick up this foot. Make sure the bike's not moving. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Okay. Pick up your foot when you feel full and open up that clutch. Oh, that was it, man. That was it.
Okay, so that cover rear brake.
Yeah, but remember, you're keeping it loaded, so you don't have to flip it. When you feel falling, all you got to do is open your hand, and then come to a smooth stop. Preload. Good. Foot up. So you know what happened there, right? Tell me.
Came off the clutch too quick.
Too quick? and you came off the preload. Because if you keep it loaded, it don't matter if you pop the clutch. It's just gonna go fast. But as soon as it went, you let the throttle go. That's why we keep it loaded. Good, head and eye straight ahead. Preload that throttle, keep it loaded. Good. Clutch right before the friction zone. When you're ready, pick up that foot. Smooth stop. Let's try it again. Trust and believe. Preload. Good. Foot. There we go, there we go. Smooth stop. That time it almost stalled again, but you picked it up. Good job. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 4. Right turns, left turns from a stop. All right, any questions about trust and believe? Another thing that exercise does is it familiarizes you more with your friction zone and where it starts. Remember, there's not a lot of space in the friction zone. So, I think it was you. I'm not sure, the pop out, right? So what happened is trust and believe, foot up, bike starts to fall, bike is still falling. Oh crap, right? That means you weren't right before the friction zone. That's why I want you right before it. So if you need it, bam, it's right there, small movement, right? And then his bike stalled out. But again, yeah, Dorian was doing the same thing. It didn't stall out, but his throttle was low. And what happens is with that exercise, because you're concentrating so much on other stuff, once you open up the clutch, you forget about the preload and it goes down. That happens all the time, right? I told him he's got tire performance, so I love my tire performance. I know what that sounds like. And immediately I hear it go, go. So make sure, that's why we do this now while we're straight up. Concentrate on what that sounds like. Because if we're in a turn, or if we're in a lean, and your RPMs are too low, that's when we have problems, right? All right. Also, anytime you feel your bike falling and in your mind you're going, why the hell is the bike still falling if I'm in the friction zone? You're not in the friction zone enough. That's why I always say sufficient power. Open your hand a little bit more. So if you ever see, when we start making turns, if you see me in a very tight turn dragging boards, wherever I am in the friction zone, I'm staying there. If I go a little less, I'm gonna fall. I go too much, it's gonna take me out wide. So this is what I mean when I say learning your friction zone. And that's when we use the rear brake to help us too, because sometimes that might not be perfect. Actually, if I don't have the rear brake, I might be too wide. So I'll drag the rear brake at the same time, okay? All right, this brings us to exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. This exercise has the highest failure rate, but that's why we don't do this first. If you apply everything that we did here and just keep in your mind that turning the handlebars doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. You start turning the handlebars and don't like the way it feels, this is the area right here. If you're making lefts or if you're making rights, where people either drop it or fly out that way. Because if they don't like the way it feels, either they squeeze the clutch in, oh crap, or they open it and they fly out. I don't care if you guys hit the cones. The cones they're fine. They just don't like to be stared at, right? It's inappropriate. You guys are grown people. So, don't hit the pole. I do care if you hit the pole, all right? But listen, everything we do, we're in control. I don't know if you guys saw the practice session when I was out in Maryland, but in this exercise, I don't know what it is about Maryland. Matter of fact, I'll be there next weekend. Every time I go there, somebody tries to hit me. Usually it's with an Indian motorcycle, but this time it was a street glide. The guy made the turn, and he just got stuck. The bike's coming around, I'm running. He went all the way around, oh, power, and then just hit the curb, bent his front rim. Nothing in his brain said, just touch the rear brake, get off the throttle, something. But he was just, and that happens, all right? As long as he knows what happened, the odds are it won't happen again. That's simple, okay? All right, so 3 things determine the radius of a turn on a motorcycle. Give me one. Just so you know, I got a cricket sound, I'm gonna put that up. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one.
Angle of the bars.
Handlebars, yes.
Approach.
Wheelbase.
Speed.
Rear brake. Control.
Lean, yes. 3 things. Now, He said wheelbase. The question's poorly worded. So technically he's correct, because that is going to determine the radius of the turn, the wheelbase. But I'm talking about handlebars, because the point is, no, actually it's not correct. It's based on your motorcycle, what's going to determine the radius of the turn. It's always how much you turn the handlebars, how much you lean the motorcycle, and speed. Speed's the #1 contributing factor to wide turns. Why? Because most motorcycle riders are very uncomfortable riding between 1 and 10 miles per hour. How do they handle that? They introduce speed, or they take the bike for a walk. We already know we're not duck walking today, and we don't need speed. We went over that earlier. We just need sufficient power to the rear wheel. So, with that being said, that's all we're doing here. This is 7.5 feet wide as far as what you're turning in. When I practice this, I actually made this a little narrower than I usually have it. When I practice this, I'm right in the middle. And when I'm doing it from a stop, I stop right here. Sometimes I stop here. Sometimes I stop here. We're not doing that unless you want to. I'm allowing you guys to stop any place within this box. So when we're making a left turn, if you feel more comfortable being over here to make the left, that's fine. The more you practice, the more you're going to realize you don't need to. Again, the beauty of everybody having the Harley Davidson out here is all of these handlebars turn beautifully, right? You don't have to do a full lock turn in here. But what happens is people come in here and they don't start turning until they're about right here. Now you're going to have to turn it all the way. Start turning early enough where you don't have to lock it, but not so early that your bags are hitting this cone, right? Again, situationally aware, we got to know where this motorcycle is. So when we do this, because at first I'm going to ask you to do it just coming straight through. When you're doing that, on the approach, the speed that you're riding should be the same or equivalent speed that you were doing in the slow ride. Nice and easy. Head and eyes, handlebars. When you turn your head and your eyes, here comes the consistency. Keep them turned. Don't look at the cone. Look at the cone. Head and eyes, I'm gonna have the camera over there. Just look at the camera. And remember what you were doing in the slow ride. As long as you keep power to that rear wheel, the bike's not gonna fall, period. I don't care how slow you're going. It's not gonna fall. Use the rear brake to control your speed. Use them at the same time. Remember, they work well together. And then once you get into the middle of that turn, you're good. You can come off the rear brake, open up the clutch if you want. Ideally, you want to be in the middle. If you're over here, no big deal. If you're over here, no big deal. We're just going to work on it, right? Remember, you don't get it today, put it on your list. I got to practice this. You can set this up anywhere. The dimensions are in the description section of the video. Any questions? First time we do this, guys, I just want you to go right through. Right through. One behind another, but one in an exercise at a time. Because I already told you several times somebody's gone in and they just come back around. If you're sitting right there, all right, so kind of stay back a little bit. This is why we don't park, we don't stop our bikes in neutral at lights. I learn that all the time when I'm out here. When I'm doing follow the leader, which we will do, certain exercises where I stop so my camera can get you. If I'm sitting there in neutral, somebody's coming toward me out of control, the time it takes me to put the bike in gear, I'm hit. So that's why we cover the rear brake, we stay in gear, we're ready, right? When I tell you to, we're gonna do it from a stop. Again, stop wherever you want, as long as it's in this box. Same thing. Now this is what messes people up, doing it from a stop. Remember, that's why when we were doing that exercise, if you started off too quick, I told you to slow down. I need you to be comfortable starting out slow. No big deal. Turn the handlebars, keep power to the rear wheel, you're good. And when you make that turn, if you're going slow, anytime you feel like you're gonna fall, that's trust and believe. That's all that is, okay? Then I'm gonna have you stop, make the turn, and stop. Remember, we don't stop with the handlebars turn. So in that exercise, you're turning, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, bing! That's what you're doing. Questions? I'm gonna demonstrate all three and then you guys can have at it. First 5 steps. So because I'm going so slow, it'll help if I press the right button. I'm learning it. sometimes when I start, I'm starting already applying rear brake. Right? Already, right from the start. But light pressure. Head nice. Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, rear brake. I want you to use the signal lights too. Use the signal lights. Head and eyes. Straighten out. Friction zone, straighten out, rear brake. And then I want you to come to a stop. So sometimes when you're making a turn, especially if you're doing it from a stop, it actually makes it a little easier if you start the turn. Remember, your left foot's already down, so your bike's already kind of leaning to the left. If you start the bike off already kind of falling to the left, very slightly, that way you're good. Once you open up the clutch and pick up your foot, opening up the clutch will pick it up the rest of the way. I don't know if that makes sense, right? All right, questions? All right, guys, right turns, left turns from a stop, exercise number 4. Head nice, Warren, head nice. Nice, nice and easy on that brake. The bike is bumping. Very nice, very nice. I forgot to tell you, straight up. I don't want any leaning at all. I want you to treat this like a gravel road, a mushy gravel road. No lean, straight up. All right, let's do it. Good, head and eyes. Excellent, excellent. Head nice. Keep looking at the camera, look at the camera. Nice, Dave. Very nice. Woo! Beautiful. Throttle blipping, baby. Head nice, get the eyes up, look at the camera. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Excellent, excellent. Straight up. Head nice, good. Beautiful. Little bit of a lean, straight up. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go. That's why he's wide. Get that foot up. Good. Turn the bars, turn the bars. Good, stay in the friction zone. Stay in the friction zone, good. Good, stay in the friction zone, stay in the friction zone. Turn the bars, keep it loaded, cover the rear brake, good, good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! If she only knew how many people can't do that. Good, head and eyes, slow down, slow down. Good job, man, good job. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Straight through. Head and eyes. Easy on that rear brake. See how your bike is popping? Just drag it, don't stab at it. Good, head and eyes. Excellent, excellent. Good. Head and eyes. Look at the camera. Keep looking at it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, buddy. 10 push-ups. He popped the clutch. Again, that's what happens there. Either they pull it in or they pop it. Good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Excellent. Nah, we're good. Just straight through. All right, the breeze feels good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. You're going too fast. Good. Keep it loaded. There we go. No, we're not stopping yet. Straight through. Good. 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 We're not stopping yet. Good. There we go. Straight up. That's 10. Straight through. We're not stopping. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. No, we're not stopping yet. Get that foot up. Open the clutch. Open the clutch. Good. If you ever feel it's going to fall, just open the clutch some more. Use the rear brake. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep friction zone. Open the clutch a little. Head and eyes. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. That's great. Just don't put a foot down. I'm good. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Open up that clutch. Open the clutch. You're good. Keep it turned. Keep it turned. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. Keep it going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, don't stop at those handlebars turn. Yep. That's what happened. All right, left turn. Nice and easy on that rear brake, Warren. Head and eyes. Easy on that rear brake. Fucking pop locking. Nice and easy on that rear brake. So he's heavy on the rear brake. All right, straight through. Head and eyes. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because his balance was off, it pushed him to the right. So he had to lean in order to make that turn. All right, left turn. Look at my camera and keep looking at it. Good, start turning. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Easy with that clutch. That's all that is, good job. I was about to say, sevens don't stop back there. All right, straight through. Head and eyes, you're looking down. Nice, Dan, nice. Straight through, straight through. Very nice. Woo! He's looking good, baby. All right, nice stop. Head and eyes. Good, start turning, start turning. Stop, stop. Let's do it again. And that happens is a balance thing. Your balance is off. If your balance is off, you can always stop and start over. Start turning right away. Good, start turning. Nice. All right, straight through. Head and eyes. Turn those bars, turn them. Right there, you just didn't have the bars turned enough. All right, make sure you keep it loaded. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Look at the camera. You're turning the bars late, that's what's going on. So also, a lot of them are stopping all the way up here. They're not ready for that. Don't stop. I want you to go straight through. Slow down. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Open the clutch up. Open the clutch up. So that's one of those instances where we got to be in control. If you see it coming towards that cone, rear brake, come to a smooth stop. All right, head and eyes, left turn. Stay in the friction zone. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. All right. Go back some more. Because what's happening, all right, it's happening to other people too. They're starting too close. And because your balance is off, now you got to turn, lean.
Real quick.
Yeah. I don't want you to have to do anything extreme. So right from here is good. Turn your head and your eyes. When you open up the clutch, when this bike starts moving, wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there.
Okay.
Right? Don't change anything. Use the rear brake to control the speed. Good. Open up the clutch. Open it up. Rear brake. Head and eyes. Good. Hold it. Open the clutch. You're pulling it in. I'm watching his hand opening and closing in the clutch. All right, come to a smooth stop. Right turns next. Head and eyes. Good, easy on that rear brake. Oh my God. All right, I want you facing that way, but I'll take it. All right, come to a smooth stop. Outstanding, outstanding. Stop right there. Yeah, so the only thing going on with you is the clutch control.
Yeah.
And it's popping. So once this bike starts to move, when you start making this turn, wherever you are in the friction zone to get there, just stay there.
Okay.
All right? And if you're going a little too fast, just use the rear brake, drag it. All right, let's do that. Come to a smooth stop. Good. Open up the clutch, head and eyes. Good, good, good. I'll take it. Good job, man. All right. Come to a smooth stop. Head and eyes. Nice. Now it's funny, that's a full lock turn. The only reason you're not right here because you got out of the turn early. But that's outstanding, man. Smooth stop. Right there. Head and eyes. All right, using a lot of rear brake. Nice and easy on that rear brake, all right? All right. All right, come to a smooth stop. Good, turn the bars, turn them. There we go. Straighten out. Good job. You tuck walking again? Come to a smooth stop. Keep that throttle loaded. That's excellent. You know you're making the turn and you're looking at those cones. Don't think the glasses are fooling me. Preload, preload. Slow down. Straight through. Straight through. Keep it loaded. Turn the bars. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. All right, nice stop. Come to a smooth stop over here. Good, turn. Keep it loaded. I'll take it. I'll take it. Good job. Straight through. And that's just Warren pushing himself. Straight through. Straight through. No lean, no lean. All right. Straight through, no lean. Slow down, slow down. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Nice. Straight through. Keep it turned, baby, keep it turned. There we go. Good. Good job. David's looking really good, man. Really good. Straight through. Head nice. You're leaning. I don't want no lean. Good. Straight through. No lean. Keep it turned. Keep it turned. Good. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. Good. Stay at that speed. We're going right. Stay at that speed. Head and eyes. Turn. Rear brake. Rear brake. Rear brake. Rear brake. Rear brake. Rear brake, girl. Rear brake. We got to be in control. Good. Head and eyes. Good job. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. You're leaning. I don't want any lean. You like rights better than lefts. I can see that. All right. Do this without that rear brake. Head and eyes. And I'm only making him do that because he's using a lot of rear brake. All right, straight through. Nice. All right, right turn, straight through. Good, head and eyes, rear brake, don't lean, slow down, slow down. A little too much speed, straight through, we're not stopping. All right, we're going straight through, don't stop. Head and eyes. Keep it turned, keep it turned. There we go, I want you in the middle. Good job, man. Excellent job. Straight through, but stop here. Stop here. Wherever you want to stop. All right, straight through. Straight up, no lean. All right, he's making the bike fight. We don't want to fight. All right, straight through. Good, head and eyes. Good. Good. Straight through. Straight through. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it turned. Keep it turned. Good. All right, so I want you to remember, control. We got to be in control. So when you were headed towards that big ass cone, you just was like, boom. Rear brake, that's all, stop in control. All right, we're gonna make a right turn. Preload that throttle, keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch. Once it starts to move, pick up that foot, open up the clutch some more, good. Rear brake, slow down, rear brake. Turn the bars, keep it turned, rear brake, keep it loaded. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent job. It's important that she knows that what she just did, a lot of people can't do it.
Yeah.
I gotta let her know that. All right, straight through. That's right, it's not. Turn it. Arms up. We're going this way this time. All right, right turn. Yep. You definitely like rights better than lefts, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah. Open up the clutch, keep it there. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. So what's going on here is you're doing exercise number 3 here. You're picking up your foot while the bike's not moving. And that's why it's going, you know, when really, remember, you slowly release the clutch.
Right.
And once you feel it starting to move, then pick up your foot.
Right.
You're picking it up like this.
So, right away.
And because you're yeah, that's what you're doing.
I
Nice.
just noticed then, like you say, as soon as I pick my foot up right then.
Yeah. Slowly release the clutch. When you feel it starting to move, then pick it up nice and slow. All right? All right. Yeah. So I just want you to use it less.
Right.
Okay. If you use it, you should just be dragging it. So that way it's not doing like this. All right, come to a smooth stop. Much better. There we go. Dragging it. And it's so much smoother when you do it that way. Oh my God. All right, yeah, we'll take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop and you can take a break. So it's funny, you always start to lean when you make that turn. But as soon as you get into it, you open up the clutch and it picks it right back up and you end up being straight. Good job, man. Take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop and you can take a break. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it. Too much speed. Too much speed, but good stop though. Take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop and then take a break. Head and eyes. Keep it turned. Woo! Wee!
I'm trying. I'm doing
You ain't trying, you doing. He ain't trying, he's doing. All right, Roy is less formal now. He took off the name tag. I said you're less formal now. He took off the name tag. Okay. All right, so you're making this bike fight. You're using a lot of rear brake going against the throttle. Make this turn with no rear brake. All right? None. Except when you're going to stop. Take your foot off of it. Just use the clutch. All right. Yeah. Go back around, and we'll do it again with the brake. But this time, like I said, nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right. All right, let's do it. Come to a smooth stop.
Right at the end.
Right at the end. Good, head and eyes, turn it, turn it. Watch your foot, that's it. Smooth stop. All right, take a break, that's another 10. Did they ever bring that other cooler?
No, we're gonna go get it at the break.
Okay.
All right.
Come to a smooth stop, then you can take a break. Okay. I'm gonna check out that ice machine too. Good, head and eyes. Keep it turned, keep it turned, keep it turned. Straighten out, rear brake. Right in the middle, baby. Right in the middle. Oh, damn. Nice. Push-ups off camera. All right, come to a smooth stop, take a break. Keep that throttle loaded. When you turn, keep it turned. Turn it. Keep it turned, turn it, turn it, turn it. Smooth stop. All right, you're kind of making them fight a little bit. All right, a little less rear brake. Good job. Take a break, man. Straight through. Good, good, good. Keep it in that speed, start turning. Keep it loaded, rear brake, rear brake. Come to a smooth stop. Woo! Take a break. All right, come to a smooth stop. She's showing you up now. Open that clutch. Go. Open it. Open it. Good. Straighten out. It was a lean, but I'll take it, man, because you lean because you needed to lean. Take a break, man. All right, nice and easy on that rear brake. Come to a smooth stop. Let me see something. Dismount. Maybe it's not you. Ugh. Yeah, so you see, when I do it, you don't hear the squeaking. I hear it the whole time you're doing it. That's not a bad thing if you're dragging it, but if I put a lot of pressure, that's when it squeaks. So that this bike is letting you know when you're kind of putting too much pressure on it. Don't make them fight.
I'll try it again.
All right. Like, slow down, slow down, slow down. That way you won't need as much rear brake. If you're going too fast, then yeah, you're gonna need rear brake. If you keep it nice and slow, like the slow ride, and just turn the handlebars, use the friction zone to control your speed. And that's just gonna correct. Good, start turning. Balance, no big deal. Good. See how fast you're going? You're actually leaning in that turn. If you do it straight up, you'll need less rear brake. All right, take a break, man. Good job. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 5. Single serpentine. Very important exercise. We're gonna talk about why. Excellent job on that. I hope you guys enjoyed your break. You earned it. Just an excellent job. I mean, just excellent. You guys don't understand. I was just telling Tawana. It's gonna come. I was just telling Tawana that she needs to know that the high majority of motorcycle riders can't make that turn, right? And the first time you tried it, you made it. It's just crazy, man. So, but it is and it isn't. Like I said, we all learn differently. If she applies what we did when we started and just turned the handlebars, she's good, right? And that applied to all of you. Now, some of you guys, I told you, do it without the brake. Yeah, I know it felt totally different, right? Because I see that you're using the brake a lot, and I don't want you to use it a lot. If your speed's appropriate, the same way, I don't know if you noticed, where's Dan's a throttle blipper. But like I said, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, because I've worked with guys that did that, and they're fine. Oh, okay, it's a preloader. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Exercise number 5, single serpentine. This exercise is very important, all right, because now we're going to start leaning. Now, I know I told you we weren't leaning until we got to here. Now we're leaning. Now I want it. Still, nothing extreme. The key to this exercise, the cones are 15 feet apart. The key is you can't go too fast and you can't go too slow. If you're going too slow, you can't lean. If you're going too fast, good luck. This is going to start tightening up on you. Plus, speed makes it more difficult to lean. So you have to find that in-between speed. I think it's about 10 miles per hour, right? See where my motorcycle is in relation to the cone? Wide. I want you to be wide the whole time you're going down this serpentine. Because if you're wide, it's going to force you to lean. So, start out here. When you make this first turn, you guys are going to be coming this way, by the way. But when you make the first turn, you should be close to this cone. And then go out wide. And start your turn early so that you could be closer to this cone than that cone. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. My camera, this is the way you're going to be coming. I might be behind it. Look at me. If you don't want to look at me, look at the camera. Friction zone. This is another example of not changing stuff. If your speed's appropriate in the friction zone, just stay there. When I demonstrate this, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to use my rear brake at all. It's easier in an exercise like this because I have momentum. So once my speed's good, all I got to do is dip the motorcycle. dip it. And this is another thing that this exercise is covering, transitions, right? We need to be able to maneuver our motorcycles in an evasive maneuver situation without having to think about it. My friend that rear-ended my motorcycle, he lacked this skill. So when he said, oh crap, squeeze and hope for the best is what he did. He ran right in the back of me. When sometimes if we emergency brake, downshift, 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 sometimes it's not going to be enough. And we can get our speed down to a speed where we can swerve. Because if you're going 80 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour, you ain't doing this, right? You push the handlebars to turn at that speed, right? But if he had the presence of mind to brake, right? So when we transition, we don't do it lazily. Transition, transition, transition. Your body should be straight up and down. We don't lean with the motorcycle at slow speeds. We counterbalance. Counterbalance just means keeping your body straight up and down while the bike leans under you. Now, if I'm doing really tight stuff, I'll extremely counterbalance, where I got like a butt cheek hanging off the seat sometimes. Depends on the bike I'm riding and the handlebars that I have. All right? Questions? All right, again, I don't want you dragging your rear brake through this whole thing. Use it if you need it, but use the friction zone to control your speed. Head and eyes, looking at the camera. This is not about going fast. People want to come in here and to ski slalom it. No, no, no. Stay nice and wide. Boom. That's what I want you to do. Lean that bike over, lean it over. And I found a good spot in the friction zone, and I just stayed there. Didn't need the rear brake at all. Questions? All right, Warren, head on down. All right, we got Warren going first. Starting out nice and wide. Good. Going a little fast. Nice. 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 One more time, one more time. Good. Good. Nice. Nice. Go out wide. Good. Keep it loaded. Good job. Good job. Good. Slow down, slow down. Go out wide. Go out wide. You're hugging the cones. Go out wide. Slow down. Use the rear brake. Good job. Good job. But if she had her bags on, she would have hit a couple of those cones. That's why we want to be wide. Head and eyes, straight ahead. You're looking at every cone, Dan. Nice. Very nice. I don't know if you guys saw the sign up here. My practice session right up there, man. They just do a great job here. Very nice. Doing it brakeless. There we go. Good. Good. Very nice. He did it brakeless. He's covering it, but he didn't use it. That's what I mean. You can cover the rear brake. It doesn't mean that you're applying pressure to it just by resting your foot on it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Go out wider. Good. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Look at the camera. You're looking at the cones. Nice. Nice. Slow down. Going too fast. Too much speed. He was nice and wide, but he was going too fast. No brakes. No brakes. Good. Use the friction zone. Good. No brakes. Good. Nice and wide. Nice and wide. Go wide. See, it's too tight. Wide. There we go. There we go. No brakes. No brakes. Good. Slow down. You're going too fast. Okay. Very nice. Start out nice and wide. Go out wide. Slow down, slow down. Wide, go out wide. You're hugging the cones. Good, lean it. Keep it loaded, keep the speed up. Lean it. Good, keep the speed up. Nice. She would actually benefit from some higher bars because she stretched out with those bars. Good, no break, no break, no break. Nice. It's all about the fluidity. Very nice. Turn with a purpose. Nice. Nice. Excellent. No break, no break. He already did it with no brake, so. Very nice. All right, no brake, no brake. Good, keep it loaded. Go on wide. Very nice. Clipped one cone. No brake. Good. Stay wide. Good. 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 He picked up speed. Up, 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 up. Yeah, he picked up too much speed. Gotta watch your speed. Good. There we go. There we go. Woo! Like butter, baby. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn. Questions, comments, concerns. Notice I don't say complaints because I don't want to hear complaints. We don't complain here, all right? Excellent job. And again, that's the exercise where I am gonna say, try it brakeless. All it is like at the end, you missed the last cone because it was too much speed. And if you go wide and stay wide, it actually helps regulate your speed because the straighter you are, the faster you're gonna go, right? But outstanding work, outstanding work. And look who's still here. I love it. All right, exercise number 6, guys, the infamous U-turn. I can't wait till they put some lines down here, man, because it's tough setting up out here with no lines. It really is. And my OCD is kicking my ass when I'm setting this up. Anyway, 27 feet. I'm letting you know it's 27 feet wide. For some people, like Dan and Warren, this was 18 feet. I can't stress this enough. An 18-foot U-turn is not necessary. It's excessive. An 18-foot or less. It's excessive, right? And I had to live that with this new Indian Pursuit Elite that I bought because the handlebars don't turn the way they're Harley turn. So my turns are not going to be 18 feet, and that's fine because it's not necessary. But of course, that's how I ride, so it annoys me. First world problems, that's what I call that. So the goal is for you to be at a minimum of 24 feet in your U-turn. I give you 27. I want you to have at least 24. But the good thing about watching these videos is you're probably making 24 foot or less U-turns, but you don't think you are because you're starting way off the line and ending up right on this line. You think you're lying the line, when in actuality, you probably get 24 feet. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do left turns. The same thing I told you guys before about your approach in exercise number 4, as far as your speed is concerned. As you approach this U-turn, to make the U-turn, if you're at an appropriate speed, just stay at that speed. Meaning, if you're in the friction zone, wherever you are, just stay there. You don't have to change anything. Turn your head and your eyes. What comes first, head and eyes or handlebars? Handlebars. That's right. Head and eyes and then handlebars, right? Head and eyes and then handlebars. Can I make a tight left turn looking to the right? Anybody say no? Yeah, you can. So this is not just about turning the motorcycle, although it is going to help. It's a safety thing. If you're in the habit, I'm always going to harp on that out here. If you are in the habit of turning like this, if you do it here, you're doing it out there. I guarantee it. I know you are. And then it's dangerous. And it's even more dangerous in the U-turn because now we're turning around the stuff that's going on behind us. It's not just a left turn, right? So, if my speed's appropriate, I'm coming in here, I turn my head and my eyes, and I turn my handlebars. I want 50 and 50. Turn your handlebars 50%, lean 50%. That's all I need and you're good. What happens is people come here and right before they're gonna turn, they slow down. And now they're straight up. You can't make a turn leaning if you're going too slow. Or if you're going too fast, it's gonna push you out wide. So be mindful of that. Also, commit to the lean right away. People are apprehensive to lean the motorcycle, so they come in, they start turning like this, and when they get halfway through, now they lean because they look and see, I'm not gonna make it. When if you lean right away, remember, if there's power to the rear wheel, it's not gonna fall. So just lean it right away, especially since I'm telling you, I don't need you to lean it a lot. Lean, handlebars, boom, all right? So I'm gonna demonstrate it. Listen to my throttle, it's gonna stay the same the whole time, nothing's changing. The rear brake, if I use it, I'm applying light pressure and I'm dragging it. Warren, what a big difference when in exercise number 4. Before I told him he was pop locking. His bike was a mechanical bull because he was like this. Once he just dragged it smoothly, oh my God, what a difference. It just makes such a big difference. So the first turn that we're gonna make is just gonna be a left U-turn and then out. After you finish the U-turn, everybody's over here, so don't go back that way. Come around, go around, and come back over here. Then I'm gonna let you know when I want you to come to a stop. And I'm gonna be standing where I want you to stop. Stop, make the U-turn. You don't have to do it from right there. You can go straight first, make the U-turn. Then lastly, I want you to stop, make the U-turn, and stop. Smooth and controlled, right? If you're doing it in this box, same thing. Head nice. So just like when you guys were going through the single serpentine, you were going faster than I wanted you to go, some of you. But keep in mind, you don't need a lot of speed to keep the bike up. So that's what happens. People either slow down or they speed up because they think they need speed to keep the bike up. Now, yeah, you do in a sense. You can't go 3 miles per hour and lean the bike over. It's gonna fall. 7 to 10 miles per hour. If you lean this bike over, I got this nice big speedometer now, so. All right, that's 8 miles an hour. Now with that lean, it's totally, the bike is totally dependent on my speed in the friction zone. If anything's off, it's gonna fall. I'm not asking you to do that. So if you just lean the bike slightly, stay at that speed, 7, 6, 7, 8 miles, you're golden. Trust me, just let it lean right away. So don't go in the U-turn and passively lean the bike. Head and eyes, lean. Head and eyes, lean. And just hold it there. Don't do this and then lean. Don't do that. Head and eyes, put it over. Head and eyes. And then I want you to do it, come to a stop. You all can go over there. That's for these other two. All right, let's do it. Nice. No, don't go that way. Head and eyes, good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice. Nice. That's because you're going too slow, that's why. Keep that speed up. Kickstand. Pick that foot up. Trust and believe. Open up the clutch. You're good. Nothing to hit except an RV. Pick that foot up. Head and eyes, head and eyes, head and eyes. Good. Keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. Good. Head and eyes, handlebars, turn it. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. That's what I'm talking about. Head and eyes, looking down the whole time. Good job, though. Good. Excellent. Nice. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. That throttle's too low. Nice. All right, listen, when you come out of the U-turn, I want your bike facing straight, right? This is all part of being in control. If you make a U-turn and then you end up coming out of it like this or like this, that's not what I want. So now that you know that's not what I want, if that happens, just keep in mind, all right, in that moment, I'm not in control because my mindset is I want to be straight up. Nobody did it yet, but I forgot to tell you, all right? Good job. All right, U-turn. Nice. Now Warren's not committing right away to that U-turn. We got a bird out here walking, now we got a duck too. Duck walking. There we go. Head nice, head nice. So that last U-turn was excellent. And then near the end of it, your bike was straightening out and you were like, you were trying to fight it. Like, ah. You don't even have to move your body. All you have to do at that point, pull the clutch in. Let it fall and then pick it back up. That's all. Trust and believe. All right, U-turn. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. Keep it loaded. All right, U-turn. Head and eyes. Good. That bird is trying to get a lawsuit. All right, U-turn. Keep that throttle loaded. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice, brother. Smooth stop, smooth stop. All right. We're gonna talk to your husband too about changing these bars. They're too low for you. And people might think they're too low, but she's short. Doesn't matter. You need taller bars because they'll come closer to you. Right? Right now when you turn, you're kind of like, yeah. Okay? All right. Nothing changes. The only difference is you're coming from a stop. But we're gonna go straight first. That's gonna let you get to an appropriate speed. And then we're gonna stay at that speed, turn the head and the eyes, stay in the friction zone wherever you are, use the rear brake. All right, let's do it. Good, slowly release the clutch, open it up. Good, open it up. All right, head and eyes. Lean it over, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, lean it over, lean it over. There we go. Woo! All right, U-turn. Yep. Head and eyes, Dave. U-turn. Nice. All right, U-turn. Lean it over. Keep it loaded. Good, good. There we go. Straight through, we're not stopping. All right, you've been doing this all day. I was watching you. When you first got here, you were making U-turns. So let's do it again.
Same side over there?
Huh?
The same side right there?
Yeah, U-turn. Okay. Straight through, you're not stopping over there.
Okay.
Nice, nice and easy. Slow down, slow down. Nice and easy. I don't want a momentum U-turn. I want the friction zone pulling you through this U-turn. All right, your throttle's still low. Keep that throttle up. Preload. Preload, good, keep it there. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Too much speed, that's what's pushing you out. Ten push-ups. Come to a stop. Nice, nice and easy on that stop, nice and controlled. Right turn's next, so you can go on that side. Good job on those push-ups. U-turn, come to a stop. Smooth stop. Good head and eyes. Your head and your eyes are beautiful. You're going too slow though, so you're not able to lean, but then you lean a little bit at the end, you speed up to get here. Good job, man. Right turn's next. He's doing really well. I think he said he's been riding 4 months. All right, U-turn, come to a smooth stop. On the other side. Head and eyes. Smooth stop. All right. All right, come to a smooth stop. Lean it over. So you just held it too long, that's all. First world problems. You're looking really good. All right, same thing, only difference is we're gonna come to a smooth stop over here. All right, let's do it. Let's commit to that lean right away. It's not gonna fall, you're in the friction zone, so you're good. All right, let's do it. Open the clutch, open it. Good, head and eyes, rear load, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Too much speed. Keep going. Keep going. Straighten out. Straighten out. Smooth stop. I'll take it. That's right. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Look at me. Look at me. Good job. You're still not looking at me, but it's okay. Something you got to practice. All right, come to a smooth stop. And he's still the best dressed guy here. He's got on slacks, dress socks, looking good, man. And you're warmer, you're cooler too. I know you are. It's definitely cooler than wearing jeans. All right, come to a smooth stop, looking good. Lean it over, lean it over. Yeah, we gotta get a little bit more speed, that way you can lean. All right, good job. All right, come to a smooth stop. Lean it over, lean it over. Slow down, rear brake. Straighten out. Yeah, so you start out going too slow and you can't lean. Then when you do open the clutch, you open it a lot. And that's why you end up really wide. Right, so the way you start, you want to start good enough so you can stay like that. All right, all right. All right, come to a smooth stop. Preload. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes, lean it over. Good, slow down, rear brake, rear brake. Yeah, because your speed's pushing you wide, but that's better. All right. Oh, you out of here? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Safe ride, man. Good to meet you. All right, man. Thank you. Nice. Lean it over. Keep the speed up. Commit to the lean right away. That's going to be a lot tighter. Foot up. Good. Good, good. Head and eyes, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Good job, good job. Good job. Nice. Good, get speed up, lean it over, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go. U-turn, U-turn, straight up, no, no, good. Why are you stopping?
I thought you said stop.
No, no. Head nice. They always coming for me. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Is it off? Shut it off. Is it off? I was just getting ready to tell you. That's your best U-turn. The lean was perfect. It was beautiful. And then you just, once you got to this part of the U-turn, you just pull the clutch more and more and more.
As soon as I felt it going over, then I knew I pulled it in. Then my brain didn't say, okay, let out.
That's right, exactly. But that's why we practice, man. If you know why what happened, it'll decrease the odds that it'll happen again. So good job. All right, U-turn. Nice. You coming here or here? Stop, stop. Do it from a stop. You're good, you're good. You can do it right there. You're good. Head nice, keep it loaded. Commit to the lean right away. Lean it, lean it, lean it. Trust and believe, baby. He didn't put his foot down, that's what I like to see. He started to, but he didn't. All right, U-turn. Good. Head nice. Good. All right, U-turn. Commit to that lean right away. Get your speed up so you can lean it. There we go. There we go. Smooth stop. Good. All right, let's do it. I'm walking, you're riding. 10 push-ups. Good. Open the clutch, open the clutch. Good. Good. Head and eyes. Turn it, lean it. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Rear brake, rear brake. You're good, you're good. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right. U-turn. Straight through. Head and eyes. Good thing there's no head and eyes good thing there's no push-ups for lack of head and eyes. Because Dave would owe me a bunch. All right, U-turn. Lean it over. Good, slow down, rear brake, rear brake. Nice, smoothest one of the day. Straight through, straight through. We're not stopping. Yeah, straight through. You like rights better than lefts. Definitely. All right, U-turn. Good, keep that speed up, head nice. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, straight through. Come to a stop, then you can take a quick break. Smooth stop. Woo! Smooth stop, Warren. Come to a smooth stop, and you can take a quick break. Good. Preload, preload. Lean it over. Good, 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 good. You're good, you're good. Trust and believe. That's another 10. All right, come to a smooth stop, then you can take a break. You're looking good, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good. Head nice. Keep it loaded. Good. Straighten out. Woo! Money, baby. All right, come to a smooth stop, then you can take a break. Lean it over, baby. Like butter, baby. Like butter. All right, come to a smooth stop, then take a break. Much better on the head and eyes. You're still coming this way. I want you to come straight, but much better on the head and eyes. Take a break. All right, that last turn with your smoothest. Come to a smooth stop and then take a quick break. Yeah, you just like right turns better. That's what it is. All right, smooth stop and then take a break. You sure you don't want a pair of sleeves?
I'm good. I don't even feel hot.
You might not feel it, but I don't want you to feel it later in life. Skin cancer. All right, come to a smooth stop, and you can take a break. Good. Keep it loaded. Good, good, good. Straighten out. Woo! Don't get no smoother than that, man. It almost looked like you didn't have suspension. Didn't do anything. It was like, nice, man. Take a break, man. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 7, figure 8. All right, any questions on the U-turns? You guys are doing great. You really are. But again, like I said, this is like for some of you guys, it's like a slightly wrinkled t-shirt. Moving on, guys, exercise number 7, the figure 8. Same width as that U-turn, 27 feet, 46 feet in length. Not everybody's gonna use all of the width or the length, but use all of the space that you have if you need it, right? Don't rip yourself off. This is the entrance where my motorcycle is. If you see 4 cones, that's an entrance and one exit. That's your exit. When you come in here, guys, see that cone right there? This is where you're coming. When you get here, turn your head and your eyes over your shoulders. This is where you want to go. I should have put my green cones out here. I forgot. Head and eyes. Now, if you make this turn early, let's suppose I make it right here, and I give up all of that space. You're going to have to make it up down there. All right? Again, that doesn't apply to all of us, but if you need it, use it. All you're doing now is doing what you just did. You're making a U-turn, but like Dorian? No, I'm sorry. What's your name again? Don. You remember Don was trying to run me over in the U-turn? Yeah. He held that U-turn. That's all you're doing here. Head and eyes, handlebars, and hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Now, what people make the mistake of, they start coming out here, thinking that they're going to this corner. No, that's the last corner you go to. You're going to the side. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Remember the transitions in the single serpentine? We're not turning, we're not doing it passively. Head and eyes, handlebars, turn it. It's a timing thing. You got to know when to turn. Like if some people turn too late, then they end up over here. If they turn too early, now they're so far from this line, they got to make it up over there. Head and eyes, handlebars. Another U-turn. Hold it. You guys all did your U-turns in 27 feet or less, so you're fine. Just hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Don't start coming out. Hold it. Remember, you're going to the side. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. When you make your transition, I want you facing this way or this way. I don't want you facing this way. Then do it again and get the hell out of my figure 8. That's it. It's simple as that. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then you guys are going to do it the way you want to do it. Just remember, hold it. Don't change a bunch of stuff. Wherever you are in the friction zone, stay there. Oh, okay. Head and eyes, hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. See, if I come out my U-turn, if I come out the turn facing this way, it's taking away space for me right here. The longer you hold the turn, the more space you're going to have for the next turn. That's the purpose of that, right? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Do it. Easy Warren, easy. There we go, he got control back. Good job. What the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be right here. Start over, start over. Lean it over, lean it over. There we go. Head and eyes. Good, good. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Nice. Turn those head and eyes. Good. Good. Transition. Good. Look at the exit. There we go. Keep it loaded. All right, good. Head and eyes. Good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Nice and easy. Hold it, hold it. Transition. Good, you're good. Keep the speed up, keep the speed up. There we go, slow down. Good. Lean it over. Lean it over. Good. Good. Transition. Keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. Transition. Keep it loaded. Keep the speed up. Look at the exit. Good job. A lot of speed here. Slow it down nicely. You don't want to go too slow because then you can't lean. Head and eyes, Dan. Head and eyes. Good. Head and eyes. Look at the green cone. Nice. Keep it loaded. Good job, baby. Good job, good job. Good. Nice, transition. Good. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Good. Head and eyes, look at the exit. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Good, hold that turn, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Good, keep it loaded. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. It's 20 push-ups. Last time, last time. Outstanding. Got a nice cloud helping us out. I appreciate it. Nice, nice. Good job, over here. I'm telling you, man, the preloaders and the V.I.Preloaders here today are just doing excellent. A little bit too much speed, that's all. Got to control that friction zone. And when he's opening it up, he's opening his hand up too much. And it's catapulting the bike forward. So much so that even the rear brake is not helping him out. Nice, nice steady throttle. You're good, you're good. Good, hold it, hold it. Transition. Nice, very nice. Now when he makes his right turns, his left arm is totally straight, like perfectly straight. So if he can try to scoot up on the handlebars a little bit. All right, he's very early on that, but he should be good. Very early on that turn. He's good, but he's right on top of those cones. That's the only result. Good. Nice. Very early. But he's good. Good. Keep it loaded, baby. You're good, you're good. Good job, baby. Nice, nice. Head and eyes, look over your shoulder. Good, slow down. Good, good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Very nice, very nice. Look at the exit. Look at the exit. Go for it. Beautiful. I'm telling you, man, these guys are rocking today. Rocking. Nice. Tawana's sitting it out now. I believe that's her name. I'm sorry. But she did excellent, man. Just excellent. And again, this is coming from somebody that was like, she was reluctant. She was like, I'll just watch. And I'm like, no. No, no, no. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. A lot of ka-chings today, and I love that. Offset double serpentine time. Exercise number 8. Let's do it. Any questions on that? If you guys are not familiar, whenever somebody completes that successfully, you get a ka-ching at the end. This is going to be the most ka-chings I've ever given, right? Just outstanding job, man. Outstanding. All right, moving forward. Exercise number 8. This is the offset double serpentine. I was a little worried about putting this exercise here because of the pole and the curb. I like to have room so I can give people an option to go outside of the gates if they need to. But based on what I saw today, that would have been a waste of my time. None of you guys need to go outside the cones. You're looking good, all right? Very simply, guys, what we just finished doing applies here. See how my motorcycle is facing? Notice how it's not facing straight. It's facing this way. So as soon as I come through these cones, exercise number 5 is going to rear its head, not ugly head, because I'm going to dip to the left. we're not going straight for the gate. We're doing little mini figure eights. So as soon as you come through here, dip to the left, hold that turn. I want you to come all the way out here. Head and eyes. Now it makes this turn so much easier. You don't have to be this far out, but I want you to be out so that when you make this turn and you hold it, you should be coming through like this, not like this. All right? It's possible, but that's more work. And I want you to favor the outside cone. Don't hug this cone. So what happens is I'll get people they'll come in, they'll go out, and then the rest of the cones, they're going straight to it. Hold it, head and eyes, look at where you came from. Hold it, hold it. Just like the figure eight, don't start coming out here. Hold it. I want your motorcycle facing where you came from. Head and eyes, handlebars. Now it's so much easier to make this turn. Favor the outside cone. Look where you came from. Hold it. Hold it. Don't do that. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. So on and so forth. So you're doing mini figure eights. That's what you're doing. Right? Now I'm going to go down doing it the way I told you to do it just now. And then I'm going to come back going straight to the gates. Yeah, it's possible. It's just more work. Now, if you don't want to do the figure eight thing and you want to go straight to it, fine. I don't have a problem with that. But remember, favor the outside cone. Because if you favor the inside cone, if I had tall cones, you'd be hitting every cone. All right? All right. As soon as you pass here, dip. Head and eyes, hold it, transition. Hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Hold it, transition. Hold it, transition. It's more leaning the other way, it's just more work. But again, we're gonna do it twice. We're gonna do it both ways, but however you wanna do it. Just remember, favor the outside cone. So if you do lean a lot, you don't hit the inside cone, all right? All right, let's do it. Good, holding that nicely. There we go. Very nice. See, he's going straight to it. You're going straight to it. You're hitting the inside cone. There you go. Hold it. Good. Come on. Come on. Transition. You just have to iron that out. That's all. You good? Easy with that rear brake. Good. Favor the outside cone. Hold it, transition. Keep it loaded. He had a trust and believe moment right there. His foot came up, but it never came off that, it never hit the ground. Nice. Good, dip it to the left, hold it, good, transition. Good. Good, good, transition. Transition quick. Transition. Hold it, transition. There we go. Hold it. Good. There we go, keep it loaded. Good, good, good. Head and eyes. Transition. Good, good. Transition. There we go. Transition and late. Who's up? Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good. Well, he doesn't keep it loaded, he's a throttle blipper. And I just find that when you keep the throttle loaded, this is all smoother. See how it's herky and it's jerky? And it's because the throttle's going, the clutch is in and out, in and out, in and out. Last time. There we go. Much smoother. Much smoother. See those transitions? Nice and smooth, nice and fluid. Nice. This is what, I mean, Don was doing this when he first got here. Very nice. Nice, nice pickup. Nice pickup. He had an uh-oh moment. He didn't panic, corrected it. Hold it, transition. You got to transition quicker, you're transitioning slow. Transition, slow down, slow down. Good, hold it, transition. He's transitioning slow, and that's what's putting him beyond the gate. Got to transition like you mean it. Good. And nice. Hold it. Transition. There you go. Hold it. Transition. Good. Good. Transition. Money, baby. Ah, thank the clouds. Good, good, good head and eyes. He's working on it. Nice. I can actively see him working on the head and eyes. Transition. Good. Hold it. Transition. Nice and easy. Slow down. Okay, good. There you go. Nice. Good, hold it, hold it. Keep it loaded. Keep that throttle loaded. Good, good. There you go, transition like you mean it. Favor the outside cone, transition. Whoa, that was too long. All right, guys. We're gonna move on to exercise number 9, last numbered exercise, Abominable Snowman. Okay, man. Roy said he wanted to go again, so we're gonna let him go again. He was in the background, practicing. I'm telling you, man, taking this stuff seriously. The last time down when he didn't do it clean, so I'll give him one more shot. You always want to end on a clean run. I get it. I get it. There we go. That's how you want it to look. Transition, and then let the bike lean over. Just like that. Transition, lean it over. Beautiful. All right. Any questions on the offset double serpentine? Guys are aces, man. Guys are aces. All right, last numbered exercise, Abominable Snowman. And all this is, guys, is what we just finished doing. It's a big U-turn. And hold it, hold it, hold it. You're gonna hear me yelling that out again. The circle that you're standing in is 27 feet in diameter, all the way around. Keep in mind, a circle is tighter than a box, all right? So, 27, 25, 22, 18. The green cones just separate the circles. That's all they're there for. When you come in here, we're gonna do this twice, allegedly. And what I mean is, first time you come in here, I want you to start on whichever side you want to start on. Whatever side you start on the first time, start on the opposite side the second time, right? By now you should know what your strength is. Like his strength are right turns. He likes right U-turns, and his. So, the first turn you make a left turn. If you're gonna make another turn, I'm not telling you you have to go beyond this. If you just wanna do this, come in. When you come in here, put your wheel right here, in the vicinity of here, and then hug these two cones. And when you get to 12 o'clock, now commit to the lean. So you're gonna hear me say, position, hug them, commit. That's what you need to do. Now, a lot of people, road glide people, that don't know where the front wheel is, I'll say, put your wheel right here. They start their turn from right here. And if they put their hand on the stack of Bibles and say, my wheel was over there, they pass a polygraph too. But no, all the way over here. Notice there's no cones here. Like, I purposely don't make this like it's not a competition, so I don't cone you in. But I still want you to have some confinement, right? Put your wheel right here, hug them. Don't start leaning from here, because if you lean here, whatever you give away there is going to catch you over there. Remember, this is a circle. Probably not a big deal in 27 feet. The further up you go, it's going to make a difference. So let's do it right from the start. Position, hug them, commit. If you're going to go back out, you want to make a second circle and go right back out, perfectly fine. If you want to keep going, come through here. Position, hug them, commit. Now this is vital at the top. I don't think anybody's going up there. Well, I could be wrong. But if you get up there, position, hug them, commit is vital. You have to. You don't have any space to give away, right? Well, you have very little space to give away, all right? And that's all that is. If you go in there and that's all you want to do, go back out, come over here, do another one, and go back out. It's a snowman, so that's what you're doing. If you want to keep going, you keep going, so on and so forth. No pressure to go any further than you're ready to go, right? A hero is nothing but a sandwich, all right? I said that, I forgot where I was, and it didn't land because they don't call them heroes.
There's a sub.
They call them a sub or something. I was like, well, shit. Position, hug them, Commit. Now Warren's going up there because he's going to go in that circle. I know he is at the top. Position, hug him, commit. Hold the turn, hold it, hold it, hold it. Position, hug him, commit. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Position, hug him, commit. Position, hug him, commit. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hi, Warren. I got to do it in the other direction. Position, hug him. All right, let's do it. Thank you. All right, so we got Warren. I know Warren's coming up here. Not a doubt in my mind. This is the first time I'm seeing him on this bike. Too early, Warren, too early. Too early, way too early. And when he goes back and watches this video, he'll see he's turning right here when his front wheel should be all the way up here. Nice, 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 nice. You guys don't realize how nice that is because he had an uh-oh moment and he figured it out. So he's way away from the cones. Oh, he's coming up here, okay. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Good, good, good. Woo! Listen, if anybody even goes for it. All right, here's Dan with his big fat tire. And again, because the top circle is not necessary, it doesn't matter that he has this fat tire on the front. He's fine. Because even the U-turn he made right there, that's more than enough. But he needs to use all of his space. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Come all the way over, all the way over, all the way over. Good. Good, there we go. Money, baby, money. Oh, what's he doing in my neighborhood? Listen, the fact that he even went in there, I love him. I'm loving all of them today, man. I'm telling you. I say it all the time. Confidence looks good on all of us. There you go. Trust and believe, baby. Trust and believe. I love seeing that kind of stuff because he had an uh-oh moment. He didn't panic. He worked it out. Trusted and he believed. He didn't put a foot down. And that's why he's not walking away with a broken ankle right now. All the way over, all the way over, all the way over, all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Lead it, lead it. Woo! No, lead it. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! I'm not surprised. I knew he was going for it. Ten push-ups. And the biggest reason why that 18-foot turn in the top of the circle was possible is wheel placement, proper wheel placement. Too early, too early. Nice. He just made this turn too early. Because he can easily make 22 feet. Too early, too early. Yeah, you turned it too early. So now I know Warren's like, I gotta get this. All the way over, all the way over, all the way to the top. Lean it, lean it. There we go. Huh?
What's the trick to getting around the last one?
Not doing it on the boss's bike. That's the trick.
Yeah, sure.
It's wheel placement. Like I said, what I talked to you about earlier, and that's the reason he was getting ready to. That's the reason he was able to do it. Because at first he was going to start turning early. You got to go all the way to the side and all the way to the top. And if you, which way are you going, left or right?
Probably coming in the right side.
You're making a right turn.
Yeah.
Go all the way to the left. Hug those two cones. Go all the way to the top and then lean. But you got to throw it over. All the way to the right, all the way to the right. That ankle almost got caught, man. 10 push-ups. His heel actually made contact with the rear saddlebag guard. I mean, that's a game of inches right there. Whether your foot, ankle, heel, something's broken or, you know. Easy with that rear brake, easy. See the bike jumping up and down, just drag it. Slow down, slow down. Too early. Yeah, that's happening because you're making that turn from here. You should be here. That's the only reason you're not making that. Right? All the way to the side when you placement, hug them and commit. People going by on the highway honking their horns. It reminds me of Cox's Harley Davidson in North Carolina when we do practice sessions there. This was really off the line, like really early right here. But it's the biggest circle, so no big deal. All the way over, all the way over. Good. That's 10. Keep it loaded. All the way over, all the way over. Too far away, no good, no good. Yeah, you're way too far away. You're starting your turn way too far away from the cone. Remember placement. If you're making a turn from here, you're turning from here. You should be here.
Right there.
All the way over. All the way to the top. Lean it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it lean. Keep it lean. Keep it lean. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I love being right there so I can look at what he's doing and correct it right away. And I'm watching him and I'm seeing that the bike is coming out of the lean. That's just going to make it wider. So I tell him, stay in the lean. And he went right back down and stayed there. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And he didn't just go around once. And that in and of itself is beautiful. Placement, hug him, commit. Placement. Hug him all the way to the top. Come in. Come in. Yeah, you got to lead. Keep it loaded. I keep telling Dan to keep it loaded and he's a throttle blipper. No, too early, too early. Too early. I give it to you, man. The fact that you're even going for it is just amazing, man. Amazing.
You think it's going with this tire? We're gonna find out right now.
Okay. All right, guys. So that dispels the rumor. Can you make these tight turns with a fat front tire? Absolutely. All right, guys, bonus time. Any questions on that? So, tell me your name again, man. I keep forgetting it. Braden. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because here, listen, this what this all this boils down to is this. All day today, once we get to the U-turn and I see him making 18-foot U-turns, if I see that you don't have any hesitation, although he does have hesitation in the U-turn box, he doesn't lean it over right away. But once it's over, he's fine. Once we get over that hump, this is just a matter of wheel placement. And a lot of you guys, in all of the circles, were committing to the turn way too early. Like I said, I want your wheel here, your wheel's here. And now that turns tight as hell. That ain't gonna work up here. It's just not. And you can't do that straight up. You gotta lean the bike, period. So and that's why I like that box, because that circle. When he first started to make that first one, I told him, go all the way to the left, and then I told him go all the way to the top, because he was getting ready to turn early. Once he did that, and I said, lean it over, he's golden at that point, because the wheels were placed perfectly. Second time he came, I was able to walk with him. And as I'm watching him, I see the bike lean, and then I see it starting to come up. And I told him, keep that lean. Bike went back down, stayed there. So that's all with the clutch and the rear brake, all right? Questions? But again, not necessary, although I know you want it bad, man. I know he does. All right. Bonus exercise, guys, to lean or not to lean. These cones are 10 feet apart. You're not doing this like the single serpentine. It's just not gonna happen. So you're gonna have to kind of do this straight up, watch your speed. There are 7 cones. The goal is to, you can't go way outside either. Don't hit a cone, don't put a foot down. Whoever gets past the most cones, you're the champ. Best of 3, okay? Best of 3. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna give you any more tips. Use everything that we learned today and apply it here. I'm gonna run through it, and then you guys can have at it. All right, so I'm glad that happened, and that's why this exercise is called to lean or not lean. Because if my speed is perfect, I can do that straight up the whole way. But I popped my clutch once, and it put me out too far. Now, that meant that next turn, I had to add a little bit of lean. We talked about the 3 things that determine the radius of a turn. Adding that little bit of lean helped, but that means I'm gonna have to add more, a little bit to the next one and the next one. To lean or not to lean, that's the question. Let's do it. All right, guys, to lean or not to lean, that is the question. We got Warren going first. One cone. 2 cones. And Warren did this before. Uh-oh. 3 cones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 4 cones. Uh-oh. 5 cones. 6, 7. That's good. It wasn't pretty, but he did it. 7 cones. 2. Ah, that's it. You're out. You're out. 1 cone. Get those highway pegs in. 2. 3. Oh, he's done. He's done. 4 cones. 4 cones. All right, he's got this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, now Warren's got to go again. I smell a tie unless somebody chokes. All right, that's 3. He's done. 4. He's done. 5. Oh, you hit it! 6. 6. Tire ran over the cone. Ran over the edge of the cone. That's it, you're out. 1 cone. 1 cone. The highway peg should go in too. All right. Don's got his highway pegs up. 2. 3. That's it. 3 cones. That's it. All right. As long as Warren don't choke, it's best of 3. All right. So you only got to do it 1 more time, and you guys are tied. Not you. Yeah, you. You 2 did 7. You did 6. You look back. That did you in. All right. That's it. 2. That's it. That's 2. That's it. 1 cone. 1 cone. That's it. He's done. Went out too far. Oh! Wow! Winner! Warren is the winner! So guys, I said unless somebody chokes, and he just choked, so Warren got this. All right, we're gonna move on to follow the leader, guys, FTC. All right, guys, the slow ride. I'm sorry, the slow race. This is very simple. The person whose rear wheel passes the light post last is the winner. I'm gonna put my hand in the air. I'm gonna say on your mark, get set. My hand's gonna come down on go. If my hand comes down and your foot is still on the ground, stay there, you're done, you're out. If you put a foot down, just stop and stay where you are so I can gauge what's going on. On your mark, get set, go. Out. 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 Uh-oh, look at Dan. You had it. You looking like this the whole time. Do it again, best of 3. Exit interviews. Okay, first and foremost, I have to say how proud I am of you.
Thank you.
And how happy I am that you didn't stay stubborn and say, no, I'm just not doing this. You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out here?
0.5.
Any change in that number?
I would say a 2.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did actually.
Look at that. I wish I was recording you from the start. You were so nervous. But that's why you have to break the shell, because now you have a little bit more confidence, actually a lot more confidence. Again, that's why I had to tell you about exercise number 4. So many people that can't do that. You did it the first try. So don't doubt yourself. I say it all the time. Confidence looks good on all of us.
Yes.
So, outstanding job.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I had a blast.
What did you rate yourself when we first came out?
3.
Any changing that number?
Maybe a 4.
Okay. Pleasure meeting the both of you.
Yes.
Pleasure meeting you as well.
All right. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You remember what you rated yourself when we first came out?
6 or 7.
Any changing that number?
8 or 9.
8 or 9? Okay.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, brother.
A couple things I got to work on, but
yeah. You guys hear him. He's higher than me. I'm an 8. That's it. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely. It definitely puts a different perspective on, you see the material, you think you can really do the material, but when you put, your actions to it, it's totally different.
Well,
totally different.
You kept saying I'm trying, and I'm like, no, you're not. You're doing. You did excellent out here. You remember what you rated yourself?
I started with a 7. I don't know. Am I staying there, or where am I going?
I don't give numbers, man. I just ask you, is there any change?
I think I did okay. I would have loved to complete the last part of the Snowman, which
First
is
world problems.
Yes. How many feet is that?
18.
18 feet.
18
and the one before that is how much?
22.
22. So I'm probably at 20. I needed an extra 2 feet.
Absolutely. Listen, pleasure. I'm glad I finally got to get you out here.
Definitely.
And the bike looks good, and it sounds great. Guys, NVS audio. Oh my God, that sound system is just amazing. Pleasure, brother. Thank you. All right. Did you enjoy yourself?
Definitely.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
Yes. Say 5, 6.
Any change in that number?
Yes. Say 3.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you, brother.
You too.
Keep practicing, man.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Well, right now you're the slow speed champ out here, and the too lean or not to lean champ. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you did great, man. You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out here?
5, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna step off the camera just in case you sandbag.
You told me last time I was sandbagging.
Any change in that number?
I'd say I'm a 7 now.
All right.
But I heard you rated yourself an 8, so I put myself back at like the 4.
Don't worry about me, man. No.
Yeah.
7 is good, man. That number's very fitting. Good job, man. All right. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
You remember what you rated yourself when you first came out?
I think a 3 or 4.
Any change in that number?
Yeah, probably about a 5.
Yeah, dude, I'd even say that that's low. That's my opinion. I don't give out numbers. Pleasure meeting you, man.
Pleasure
You did
meeting
great
you,
out
man.
here, man.
Yes, sir.
How long you been riding?
I got my endorsement 2 weeks ago.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Well, that's when you got your endorsement. How long you been riding?
About 4 months.
Exactly. I remember you said that. 4 months. This is what I'm talking about, guys. All right, man. You enjoy yourself?
I did, like always.
Does your new bike have a name?
Yes.
What is it?
It's Ghost.
Ghost. Okay. Did you show Ghost who the boss is today?
I did.
Good. What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
I think 6.5.
Any change in that number?
6.9.
Always a pleasure, man.
Likewise.
Sandbagging. The good thing is, if it rains, we got enough sandbags to deal with it here. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. It's 2:09, so, you know, this was about 5 hours, which is the goal that I'm usually shooting for, 5 hours, because I don't wanna be out here too long. It's hot, people start getting tired. But what a great, you guys be the judge, put it in the comment section. What a phenomenal group of preloaders and V.I.Preloaders in this practice session. And I'm not just talking about their skill, right? Because everybody's skill level is different. I'm talking about them. Right? It was just a great group of guys to hang around with. I started to say one gal, but remember, guys, look it up in the dictionary, guys. It covers all sexes. I didn't want you to think I was forgetting about Tawana. And how could I forget about her? Guys, I wish I was recording her when they first got here. Because when they first got here, she was nervous and she said, I don't know. I told her there was a spot for her because Mike wasn't gonna participate. So now that opened up another sponsored spot, meaning she didn't have to pay for it. And she's here, watches my videos all the time, and now I'm here. And she was like, no, I'll just watch. And I'm like, but I watched her pull up on that motorcycle, and I said, no, we gotta get you in here because it's important that you guys all know what this really is out here. Nothing to be nervous about. Again, I know that you're gonna get nervous, that's normal. But you at least have to tip your toe into the water, right? And just follow what I'm saying, and trust me, it's gonna be okay, and there's never any pressure. And sure enough, once she got up to exercise number 6, and she finished that, she said, okay, I'm good. And I didn't think she was gonna get that far based on how she started. So, she should be an inspiration for all of you guys that are thinking twice about doing this. You know, female riders that are shorter than her, and she is gonna get some more bars that are gonna help her be able to turn the bars easier without her being all stretched out. I'm just so proud of her. Oh my God, guys. So listen, you put in the comment section, you let me know. I say this all the time, guys. Confidence looks good on all of us. Just do me a favor, put in the comment section and tell me if you are, how proud you are of her for overcoming her fears and turning out, she did wonderful. She did amazing. All right, guys? Again, I want to thank Mike, GM here at Gator Ford, for hosting us. I'll be here again tomorrow, practice session number 82. It's going to be a lot less people tomorrow, but we're going to do it all over again. But I appreciate him hosting and everything that he does for me and does for Preloader Nation. That's you guys. He's just an amazing guy, and this is an amazing dealership with amazing people. All right, guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, and that's what I told Tawana. I forgot to tell you guys, she told me, I don't want to do this, I need to ride around some more. And I was like, negative. Like, that's the opposite of what you need to do. You're doing stuff backwards. You need to get this down before you go out there and ride around. All right, guys? All right, love you guys. Until next time.